Opie and Anthony on satellite radio. Hosts Anthony Camilla and Greg Opie here.
Commercial team.
And Anthony apologizing for yet another raunchy
Comment profanity-laced rant. Is this the last straw for the raunchy radio duo?
Shut up! Get us back to the funny.
But first, let's play this. People understand we don't belong in radio, right?
Satellite radio douchebags? I take that as like a compliment.
Yes, we suck a dick. Sorry to everybody out there.
This is fucking satellite fuck dick radio.
Holy shit.
What a great show.
We heard you!
I don't want to make everyone feel bad, but you know this is what old people sit around and do.
Kitty porn, semen squirting, and shooting up the job.
Oh, what the fuck?
This morning has been, I feel like I'm on Jerry Springer.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
It's done. Morning, welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. 10-1-10.
10-1-10.
10-1-10. It's a live show, yes it is. Patrice O'Neill in studio.
Good morning.
Good morning, Patrice.
Good morning to you guys. Oh, you decided to go there? Hold on.
That's a different microphone.
You're over
There
there.
it is.
Good morning to you guys.
There you go. Fuck it. That's a fine mic.
I missed you guys. I haven't seen you in a long time.
Been a while.
It's
been a while.
It seems like you know, after you develop a relationship, it
Yeah.
seems like a while, but it probably wasn't.
It's probably like
It's probably
2 weeks.
No, it was over a month ago.
Was it?
We took 2 weeks for vacation at the end of the summer. We've been back a few weeks.
Right.
Oh,
It's been at least a month.
That's right. And it's officially Jocktober, which we like to call Jocktober.
are we having Jocktober?
Yeah, because every
Oh, yeah.
year, you know, the radio stations do Rocktober, and they play rock, I guess. It's a lot different than what they do the other 11 months, which is play rock. For some reason, Rocktober is just fun for the jocks to say, but we do it a little differently. We take, we feature various disc jockeys from around the country that are being ridiculous, hacky jocks and feature them on Jocktober.
Yeah, that's what people want to hear right now. They want to know about our contracts. Jesus. We'll get into the Jocktober thing in a second.
They don't even want to hear
What
about
the
it.
fuck?
Just tell them it's also Jocktober. Yeah.
We were.
With or without us.
I'll speak for myself. I was just held up to sign a contract.
Held up.
Absolutely. I was fucking held up and signed a very mediocre deal. And here we go. We're back for another 2 years. Not going to fucking sugarcoat it at all.
No sugar coating.
No. Guys waiting. As soon as I signed, they ran away like fucking rats to wherever they go with the contract.
Into the rat
I'm
hole.
looking at your face. He's really.
I'm beyond pissed.
Oh my God.
I'm beyond pissed. They beat the shit. They beat the shit out of us, and they got all their points. We got nothing, and now you know they think they got the best of us. I guess so.
So if you didn't sign it at this point, what would?
Oh, they
happen?
threatened all sorts of shit. I needed one more day just to kind of think things over. There was all sorts of rumors on Twitter yesterday. I didn't sign shit until this morning at 5:30, 5:40 actually.
Yeah, I signed yesterday. Late last night. I signed. That's because people were confused.
Look, I'm gonna ask questions. If you don't answer them, it's fine.
I'll answer every fucking question you want, man.
What was the? Did you have any leverage at all?
No, because this is the only game in town. But the fact of the matter is, we helped to make this the only game in town. And then
Yeah,
they
we
used
wrecked regular radio.
And then they use it against you.
Single-handedly.
Then they use it against you. They knew there was nowhere else we could go, so they beat the shit out of us. So, you know, I don't know how they sit around their big offices and think that's going to be fine in the end. We had nowhere to go. We helped take down regular radio, and then in the end, they knew there was nowhere to go. So we signed a mediocre deal. You know?
Now, would you say it was in a percentage? How much less mediocre was it than the original?
Well, the original deal was mediocre. This is mediocre. So
This is mediocre.
It's about the same. Even though for the last 2 years we built up a hell of a radio show for the company. So, You know, but logically they think this makes sense. I'm really frustrated. You know, I'll work through it.
Now, did they make?
And I'll be my happy self by Monday, no problem.
Now, what did
maybe within an
was
hour?
it a good
even.
business move on their end? I mean, let's not talk humanity here. Let's talk. Did they do what they supposed to do as a big company?
They got an amazing deal. They got an amazing deal today. You know, when I signed and they ran away, what do you think that means? Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Call the fucking media.
Have you ever had a deal based a little bit on loyalty ever?
You would like to see that, you know, but no.
No, it was always based on some type of fear.
Yeah.
that you know, we were going to go somewhere else and fuck them up.
Yeah.
Or you know.
I was on the phone with our agent at 11:30, and I'm like, look, you know, I need to just breathe, and like, if you breathe, I don't even know what that means. They could just take the whole deal off the table. You got to get in there and sign this thing.
Oh, your agent gave you, Jesus, nothing worse than a goddamn.
And I go, you're trying to tell me they're not even going to allow me to just fucking breathe and maybe come in a little later today?
Not allow fucking you, but you just like, dude, can you be just a piece of shit like that we all think agents are for like a day? Just be a fucking asshole for a second. Let me fucking sit and hold my wife for a minute and cry.
Right. They didn't get the contract.
And cry.
No, I mean, I don't want woe is me. You know?
No, but I'm saying
we're making a really good living and and we have great jobs, but it's just how it all came together that's really frustrating. You know?
People,
I mean, the contract wasn't done until really late last night. And I have to read people on Twitter going, stop at the Carney shit, stop at the bit. You know, and
said, read that so much, man.
And said, you guys signed. I didn't sign shit until 5:40 this morning.
And why'd you guys have the same agent?
He signed late last night.
I just got like, you know, all kinds of fucking scanning equipment and shit because it was emails and then had to be flat scan, like a flatbed scanned and then signed and then converted back to fucking email and emailed back again. So I was just in my office fucking flicking papers around because I was able to, you know, just do it last night.
See the holdup was because we started this a month or two ago. We felt as a show, not just me, but as a show, and felt this way as well, that the last 2 years we built up a hell of a fucking radio show for this company, and to have a deal where it doesn't show any thanks for that is really frustrating, you know.
But that's what my question was earlier. Were they supposed to do that? Like
we were at a low number to begin with, so we're still at the low number, even though the last 2 years we really proved to everybody how powerful this show is, and you know, we brought in a lot of fucking people, you know. And I know now, if they re-sign the big guy down the hall, it's going to be for another ridiculous number, which is going to just bring the frustration out even more. That's where I'm at. You know, that's where I'm at. But
you wasn't ready to there's an old saying, I'd rather take none than less.
Well, in the end, what are we going to do? You know, we had
right. There's only two choices. There's only two.
I got other
jump on a podcast, but really, how?
You know, and then the guy is like,
financially viable is that?
Then the guy looks at me a couple days ago. He's like, just sign this deal, you know, I'll make you really happy. I'm like, but you have your chance to make me really happy right now.
Right now, on paper.
And I had a bunch of points that were really important to me. We all had, you know, when you work with somebody, I have points that are important to me. Anthony has points that are important to him. Mm-hmm. And then we have points as a show that are important.
Right.
And I said to him, look, all these points are really important to me. So do a couple of these things, and you got a really happy employee.
Oh, you know what they heard when you said that?
Oh, yeah.
I just want happiness. I just want to feel love.
but then turn around and say, we're going to make you really happy here. It's like, well, you had the chance during the negotiations, but you beat the shit out of us. You know, I'm not going to get into too many details, but trust me, there was some weird shit going on with this negotiation. Just weird shit.
I was supposed to do a special with Comedy Central, a stand-up special. And they asked me, what's important? The one thing that was important to me, I said, I want to do it in Washington. Mm-hmm. They go, no.
Why?
And then they go the whole thing, pick your battles. I go, people like to use that shitty pick your battles analogy. Uh-huh. But you die in any battle that you, like, when you're fighting, each battle is the end of your life. Yeah. So it's like the one that meant the most to me because that's where they love me the most.
Yeah, yeah.
That's where my fans are, and everybody that loves me the most can get there.
Right.
But the thing that was important. But no, let that go. Just I gotta say this shit. The fucking guy goes, he's on the phone. He goes, how about music? I go, how about Rockbox? Oh, we can't afford that. I go, so why'd you ask? So he goes, well, do you have a favorite composer? So I was quiet for about 30 seconds. I go, yeah. John Williams. Fucking
John Williams. Yeah.
Business dude. Like, do you understand? To artists, the only thing that means it's happiness, but the money part, you know, it's out there. That's what it's like when you talk to squares like that, work a 9 to 5, and then it's like you talk to show business. What are you guys complaining about? I don't want to give a fuck what you make, man. Listen, I know what money's in this business. Mm-hmm. If I saw a check for $2 million, I swear to God, I go, thank you, and put it in the bank. It's because I know it exists. It's just, how do you fucking, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, see, Patrice, you made a great point with the whole let it go, and I think a lot of people out there can relate to that. Like, to you, that was really important to do your stand-up in Washington where you know you have so much love, it'll make it so much easier to do your thing.
Right.
Believe it or not, the stuff that I wanted where they're like, oh, just let that go, had nothing to do with money. Had nothing to do with money. In the end, I wanted more money, absolutely.
Anything that you could talk about, like anything that meant something to you that you can talk about, you go, I didn't get it.
I'll say it. Not today, though. Not today.
Fair enough.
I'll say it.
Fair
but
enough.
Not today. Because I don't want people to think it was about money. I want to be paid what I think I'm worth and the show's worth, and we fell well short of that, okay? But we're going to still make a really good living. So, woe is me? No, of course not. But, when you know the guy down the hall is going to be offered a ridiculous amount of money to stay here, not even close to us, and we know we're in the same league.
But see, that's the fucked up thing.
He might be the MVP of the league, but we're in that league. But they had to compare us to all these other, kind of mediocre shows around here.
That's the thing. The companies can use market value against you.
Yeah.
But you can't use market value against that. Like, this is not the business. At least in sports, it's beautiful. If I'm scoring 20 and that nigga's scoring 21 and he makes 10 million and I make 2, I go, I want at least 9. Because I'm as good as him and he's getting that.
Right.
But you can't do that in this game. I can't compare my money to some douche that I know stinks and go, hey, somebody pay me accordingly too.
Right.
It's like you got to get paid what's good for you because you know what's out there.
Yeah.
So when people complain, it's like, look, this business there's no, at least like when you go to a job, unless they fire you, I'm getting up and going to my job. This ain't no job. This is an adventure, as they say. You take a leap and all you want is what you think you're worth.
Right.
But there's no one to say, you know what? Fuck you, I'm walking. To who? To who? Because really, you walk on this company, you really you got your skill that you could sell in the end, but you can't, where you going to walk? It's a buyer's market. Back in the day, I guess 20 years ago, it was a seller's, you motherfuckers could go anywhere and everywhere.
Yeah. That's the whole deal. It's gotten so consolidated that, they kind of took that out of the mix.
Radio just stinks.
But this is like a big corporation now. It's not just me and Ant. There's a shitload of people that depend on on us for their livelihood. So you have to I'm serious.
I know.
You got to factor all that shit in too.
Yeah, you got to. Those people. Those people that just motherfuckers be like, you should be just like keep that plaster, that smile. You should be happy to make that much. I go 10%, 5%. So another 10%. Oh shit, 20. I forgot IRS. Oh yeah, I'll be able to get a pair of sneakers.
But they don't understand the basic shit that makes people like us happy.
Loyalty.
Like if you would have been able to just do your Comedy Central thing in Washington,
the rest of the shit wouldn't have mattered.
You would have been on your tippy toes, happy as all hell. You would have. You would have. You know what I mean? And they don't get that. And now they're sitting in their offices like, we got them, and I know they're like that because it's all
literally
of course they are.
Going, we got them.
Of course they are.
Literally.
Of course they are.
Literally.
Literally.
Or they would have just gave us a bunch of those points. In the end, it wouldn't have mattered to them at all. But they want to save money here and there and be able to go to their bosses and look what I did. I saved this much money on Opie and Anthony. I saved this much money over here. But,
And that's their job, though.
Yeah, great.
But that's what I'm saying. Have you ever gotten? You might have got the money, like money can buy all the things that they won't give you loyalty wise if they give you enough money. Like you go, look, I don't want to do this, but if you pay me this, I'll just do it because that's good money enough. That's
when it was XM, they gave us some things we wanted. We wanted that studio enlarged.
They made
we
us
got
really
that.
happy at XM with a lot of extra things.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
they threw us in a crappy tiny little studio that I brought up during negotiations, and the guy actually said, "You have the biggest studio here besides Howard." And I'm like, this studio is the same size as this whole row of studios. Maybe technically it's a foot fucking bigger.
They fucking had the fucking square footage.
I don't know.
And you fucking
It's
it is
more-
not the biggest.
one more
The
square
one
foot.
when you walk in to the left is the fucking biggest.
Am I crazy? Because I looked at the guy, I didn't even know what to say to him.
The one with the 6 pianos in it?
Yeah. He was trying to pull some Jedi mind shit on you. But you'll have the biggest studio.
I didn't even know what do you say to that? He goes, you have the biggest studio besides Howard. And I'm like, I can't even look at you right now.
I'm going to tell you what this Jew
Patrice,
said to me.
hold on. If you
They're
Patrice,
amazing when they want to keep money, man.
But if you did a quick circle of this area, okay, yeah, there are studios that are smaller, but they're more like for music jocks that just need a little fucking hole in the wall to just do their thing. But as far as shows that are trying to do shit around here, they're all located in this area. And if you took a quick loop, would you see about 5 or 6 studios the exact same size as this, or am I crazy?
Different shapes,
You're not crazy,
maybe, but
Thank you. That's all I
shapes,
need.
Some are longer.
Yeah.
This one is square. It's like what's the fucking thing you put the in the holes and they pop up? Perfection. It's like some are triangle, some are fucking rectangle,
Tetris.
but they're not. You could be in there. It's the same fucking shit.
Yeah, it's the same shit. Like a shady right across the fucking way over
It's a
there.
pretty decent size.
That's about the same size, different shape, but
When
my
them motherfuckers want to do something to scramble, like you talking about scramble your mind. Years ago, I never forgot. It was so amazing when I first started comedy. A guy didn't show up for the show, and so I did double time. And I said, the guy came, and I said to the guy, look, I did to the owner, I did. The guy didn't show up. I had to do more time, and he goes, look, I want some more money.
Yeah, of course.
And he goes, I wouldn't pay you less money for less time. And to this day, I still don't know what he did. Like, I go,
He mind-fucked you.
Like, he
Right.
goes, well, I want more money for more time. He wouldn't pay me less for less. And I'm like, I don't understand.
But I wasn't doing less.
I didn't even know what to say to this day if somebody said it to me. I'd be like, what
mind-fucked you.
the fuck did
Yeah.
you just say to me?
Yeah.
He totally mind-fucked
Just
you.
talking about what they do to you, like, and you just go, why can't you be good to me?
And then you can't even argue the point because you think you're crazy or he's crazy. Like, my point was I need a bigger studio so we can do some real radio. When we try to set up shit in here, we're bumping into each other. And when we moved over here from that amazing studio they built, look, there's
Oh, my
pictures
God,
of it.
yeah.
State-of-the-art
I
studio
forgot
where we
about
can
that.
move in an audience. We had plenty of room to do things.
They had to cut a notch in here in my console.
So-
they cut this
so I could
notch
walk
in
to my seat every
so
day.
nobody could get past me because everyone would kick the back of my chair. Everybody that walked
And-
by, I'm just getting kicked.
And
I'm
Patrice-
surprised they cut it for
I
you.
know.
No kidding. And Patrice, when we first moved over here, they said this is a temporary thing. We'll try to get you into some bigger space. And through negotiations, we couldn't even get that done. I'm lucky
So
to have
did they
this
say
coat
they
rack.
just said no to the studio? Like nope.
They said no to just about everything.
There's
They're-
There's that one right near the door. That's huge.
That's the fishbowl. That's for performers and stuff. So I understand that's off limits. I do understand that. But you can knock some walls down and make our space twice as big very easily. Half these shows are a waste of
That
time.
looks like
let's
a
be honest.
load-bearing wall. That looks load-bearing. I don't think they could.
I wanted this wall just taken out.
That's load-bearing.
I wanted this wall to be taken out just to give us some breathing room. Where you know what I mean? Just
Why
some
did they
space.
just keep you over there?
That would have been the shit. But they wanted us.
It was an
over
amazing
here.
place.
They needed us over here so they could go have us here. You know what I mean? So they could walk down the hall and.
And we weren't trying to hold them up for a massive raise, by the way. We wanted just a little something that said, you guys really did great for us the last 2 years.
This is why I don't have a career, by the way, because I'm sitting there going, I'm sitting there, I'm really in your heads now, meaning and I'm going, my next question, do you have enough money to just fucking sit in Tahiti?
Sit in Tahiti?
Like, I'm just
Tahiti
like,
would be
what
nice.
the, like, I'm sitting there going, it's just, it's hard to work when it's not fun.
It's frustrating. I mean, because it's like it's such a great gig. It really is a great gig and all that, and I really enjoy it. But these guys just beat you fucking down. And then the guy tells you, we're gonna make you really happy around here. I'm like, what does that mean? You had a chance during negotiations. Now you got a guy that's a bit bitter through the whole negotiation process. I'm a bitter fucking guy right now.
And a grown man, and I've been there, a grown man where you just want to give other grown men the silent treatment. Like a child. Like, you just don't want to talk to him. Like, please don't ever talk to me ever again. I don't want to talk to you. Why are you talking to me?
Yeah, there was no handshakes this morning, and there won't be any handshakes. Don't even attempt that shit. I don't front and play that way. I'll give you a nice solid handshake when I feel like it's a solid deal for everybody.
You don't think he'll come in later?
I'm not shaking his fucking hand.
Hey, how you doing?
No, he knows he got us. He's a smart business guy. He is where he is because he knows this very well. But then in the end, what do you get? You get guys that are a little frustrated and a little bitter, right? So how does that help the company in the end? Trust me, by Monday, you won't even know the difference. I'll fucking laugh at everything.
But
But today should be a good day, and there's a bitter taste in my mouth. Especially last night at 11 o'clock when I usually go to bed around 9:30, and they're like, Bob's panicking. I'm like, Bob, maybe we shouldn't work tomorrow so we could sit down, look at this contract. He goes, oh, no, you got to sign at 5:40 in the morning. At that point, I don't know what would happen. I'm like, really? They're willing to just fucking take the entire deal off the table if I don't run in there at 5:40 and sign this thing? And sure enough, as soon as I got here, there was 3 guys in suits just waiting with fucking contracts in their hand and a pen.
3 guys in suits at 5:40?
Right. It's like, that's really how things are done in business?
And they got out of bed at 2, happy as a motherfucker.
And trust me, it wasn't important enough for the main guy to be here. I did notice that.
Wow.
It's his beauty sleep.
Holy shit, man. But I know on lower levels it's how it's just they don't give a fuck, man. All you had to do was give me some change.
It's just a little change.
Don't you understand? A quarter would have kept me? Just a quarter. Just give me a quarter.
Right, but they think they were doing the right thing because their initial offer was so fucking low. I said, look, I don't need to work anymore, so if that's where we're at, that was the holdup. I'm like, I'm done. I don't want to be done, but I'm not working for that number. Sorry. So finally they got up to the mediocre status where we were at. So we continue at mediocre, knowing the big guy will get.
But you don't get a mediocre show though. Like they don't get
they get an amazing show, and you know what? I've learned over the years to not bitch as much. By later on this morning, I'll move the fuck on. But at least I get the chance to say what I need to say today.
Not me.
It's
I'm
either that or a
childish.
fucking nervous breakdown.
I am super childish. I don't want to talk. Once they, it's just like they make you sick, and you just go. It's a human level, but the thing is, you're dealing on a human level. A human emotion is useless in this game. So if you have any the idea of loyalty or the idea of, hey man, I'm good to you, or you talk well about you. They don't care.
I lost any faith in that loyalty thing like fucking years ago.
Oof.
Yeah,
you can't have faith in that.
I finally got to that point.
Business.
Finally, I probably should have learned that lesson years ago. I really should have.
Not in this business.
So that's that.
And that's
Well, good to have you guys
I was praying. I was
on board here at XM Series.
It's such a shitty day in New York too. I'm like, this is perfect. Of course, of course, this is happening on a shitty day.
I know, it's like 7 out there.
More than shitty, by the way. I saw Noah on the way to this motherfucker. People stuck with hazards, and I'm just
crazy.
It is bad outside.
The traffic lights were sideways on the way in.
Yeah.
40-mile-an-hour winds, puddles that are engulfing cars out there. I'm like, of course, this is the day I got to continue with this company. Of course,
I'll tell you.
Not a nice beautiful
Sunny.
early fall morning with the sun slowly coming up.
Ah, yes.
No, all hell breaking loose out there. I'm like, of course it was supposed to
A
happen
bright
this way.
future, looking at a bright future sunrise coming up, and you're like, yeah. No, it's fucking, it is. It's like,
A
it's
fucking
like,
Mayan is sitting on the side of the corner fishing. Like, I told you, motherfuckers. It's the end of the world. Nigga. You should have signed a 1-year deal because it's over.
By the way, a couple more things and we'll move on.
God.
The show now is officially, it goes from 6 to 10 a.m. They were holding us to something that, whatever, that's more involved too, but they held us to something they probably shouldn't have for about a year and a half. But now the show is back to where it's supposed to be a 4-hour fucking radio show. And anytime after that, they better be prepared to open up a fucking checkbook. I have become a la carte, my friend. The whole
A la
world,
carte.
the whole world is a la carte. When you fly, what do you get? Window seat, pay a little extra, right? You want to fucking, you want your luggage on the plane, a little extra. Well, me, I have become a la carte, including meetings.
Including meetings.
No meetings for me at all, unless you want to do it between 6 and 10.
And then they have to, because afterwards they would have to, like, write a check.
Right.
It's like,
Right.
Oh, you know what you need?
I've become a la carte. They want me to do shit on other channels around here. That ain't happening.
You need a taximeter belt.
That's
Where
right.
you could just hit it, and it's like a taxi.
Right.
It just starts chalking up money, and you go, okay, go
Now,
ahead.
again, don't answer. Can you really hold them to that?
What?
Can you do that?
I'm not.
I really want to know.
What do you mean?
Can you go? No, you pay me for
I'm not-
anything past 10.
There's nothing in my contract that says I have to do meetings. I'm done. No meetings for me. I'm being dead serious. No meetings. I'm not meeting with anybody. If you want to do the quick meeting, I'll give you this. If you have something to say between 10 o'clock and the time it gets to the elevator, I'll give you that.
The walk
I'm not
to
even
the
joking.
elevator.
And the walk.
I'm not even joking.
It's got to be a question like a defendant walking into a courtroom.
Right.
They got to blurt questions out like the press. Are you guilty? Are you guilty?
See,
Did you kill your wife?
And in, in mid-shake, too.
Yes.
Like that.
Right.
Nigga,
See-
I shake 4 times, motherfucker.
See, when you beat up your employees that are doing really well for your company during negotiations, this is what comes out the other side of it. And they need to understand that. They really do need to understand that.
Oh, God.
Okay? You know, I want to do some hockey talk and some other shit on channels around here. No fucking way will I do anything for any other channels. No way. Oh, that could be a little separate negotiation, I guess.
Jesus.
Why so flat today? Why was today the fucking day?
Because our contract
Monday?
ended yesterday. But they were the one that, you know, started negotiating really fucking late. There was a much better deal on the table, but then they said that deal wasn't on the table, and it was just a mess.
Are you proud of? Is your agent one of them now, or he's still on? You still like him?
So what's going on with you, Patrice?
Shit, shitty shit balls. Oh boy.
Oh, boy. Whenever anyone goes, oh, boy.
Hey Patrice, they want you to play just a big fat man. I go, I live that life. Hey man, if you don't.
I go to Bob. You can't even tell them that I can't sign a contract at 5:30 in the morning? Are you serious? You feel like you don't even have that much power to tell these fucking guys that I need to breathe now after all this shit? Because it was really extremely stressful as well.
I love a manager or an agent in my lifetime that say fuck that. You're not. I follow anybody that says no,
Yeah.
even if it's bad. My guy goes no, fuck that. I'm like, yeah, nigga, that's right. That's fucking right. I'm getting fucked in the ass, baby.
no, motherfucker.
We're getting fucked in the ass. That's right. You need more 10% than that shit, nigga. When your guy's like, oh, come on, man, take it. Just take. Come on. Here, I got great grease. Look at my asshole. Does it look that bad? That's all I do is take it in the ass. Why don't you? Come on.
Oh, God
Follow along.
So I had, we rushed in here to, well, Lance said he signed late last night, and I signed this morning.
It almost feels like your guy, just like having an agent, and not saying yours is bad, just in general, if you don't have a good agent, it's like having the difference between having a defense attorney and a public defender. Like, it's the difference between you got money and a guy's like, hey, you know what? We're going to fucking, you go, I'm not guilty. And he goes, you know what? We're going to fight this all the way to the end. As opposed to, I'm not guilty. And they're offering you a great deal. I think you ought to take that deal. I think you ought to go to jail for 2 years. Hey, man, look, you got fucking 20 hanging over your head, but I'm fucking not guilty. No, just take the deal.
You know what it was?
No, I got to just say something. I'm not killing Bob. You know,
I'm talking about. You know.
But I'm just saying, you know, he's done right by us over the years. I'm just really, really frustrated at just everything that went on in the last month or so. Okay? You know, I don't know if Bob made a great deal. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. It'll take a while. I don't know. But
when he was going Viacom versus fucking Clear Channel,
right?
I mean, we were just sitting there and going like, "Wow, all right, go to town. What's the new deal today?" And back into the other one, back into that court. Let's see what they come up with. But you know, when you walk into here and with the way things are and fucking there's no one's hiring anybody.
And wait a minute, is there no other radio games in town?
No, we fucking took it down.
Regular radio is all about voice
all the guys that were
tracking
doing great on regular radio are now on satellite radio. This is the place to be from a creative standpoint. Okay, but if you really want to make really good money, you got to have some make-believe fucking deal to play against these guys. That's why Howard's fucking brilliant in negotiations. Threatens to leave every fucking time, has a viable place where he could go, and so what they do is they open up the fucking checkbook for the guy.
Is that V8?
Patrice is poo-pooing my V8.
Jesus Christ.
I love that.
I'd rather you eat real vegetables.
It gives me my daily. I'm doing a commercial part.
You drink that shit and you got your veggies for the day.
That's right.
I just don't like the tomato part. I fuck with the thing. What is that? Something Farms? Did they have the green machine? You know the green naked.
Oh, that stuff.
Naked. Yeah, I just don't like tomatoes in my shit.
No, it's not too tomatoey. I mean, I don't mind it.
Well, enjoy your V8, man. Keep you alive. Fuck it. I'm trying to stay alive, too. Fuck it.
It's not bad.
All right, well, I'm sure.
Well, guys, look, I'm glad. I'm personally glad that you guys are staying at least, for another 2 years. It would have sucked.
Be here.
I am not going to make 2 years.
Well,
Nah, there's no.
At least past today.
Yeah.
Because everybody's waiting for your Twitter to go down and shit.
Yeah. I'll explain that, too, because that worked out perfectly.
I saw you blocking yourself away the other day, Anthony.
Oh, I just block people now. I'm just like, block, fuck you, block. And I have to tell everyone that I'm blocking that person. Like, I can't just block them. It's like, oh, really? Haha, blocked. Boom. People are just, like, some people have no fucking clue what they're talking about. They'll tweet something or whatever, and then you're just like, and on a message board, you used to have to, like, just take that shit. It was out there in the fucking internet cosmos, and you could argue it, but then you're just fighting with some asshole in his basement. Now, I love it. Block, gone, problem fucking solved. Goodbye.
I don't get much. I got one recently when I was trying to inquire about Billy Squier. I didn't.
Oh, right. I read that one.
Yeah.
And who they equate Billy Squier to in, like, the rap community? And it was, who was it? It was fucking like...
Some guy went bananas, and I go, this is not necessary. But I like people now. They know they'll get blocked, so at least get a good one in if you're going to get blocked.
The thing is, I got like 40-some-odd thousand people following, so, like, to block 5 people in one sitting is really nothing.
But you don't know the game. Every person you block, they just start another account.
Oh, I know.
So they're following you anyway.
Well,
but
fine.
They fucking stop doing what they now. They sit in the back and they're quiet like they should be.
Yeah, just watch and fucking hang out.
Twitter's not a message board. You could still go to message boards and trash as much as you want.
You can't trash me to me, nigga.
Yeah, motherfucker. Right. You can't trash me to me.
Right. But there's message boards for that shit.
And if you're going to use Patrice O'Neal Don't put at my fucking big mama. Because I see it, douchebag.
I see it.
Gone, faggot.
I'm not going to fucking,
Do you take out collateral damage too?
yeah.
Let me tell you
I
something.
take out collateral damage too because there's a couple guys that are fake fans that are probably the biggest haters ever, and they know they are. This show passed them years ago, but for some reason they want to take the whole show down with them. If you don't like the show anymore, you got to move on. Don't try to take everybody else out because guess what? There's still a shitload of people that enjoy this radio show. So you block those guys, and then they get their message to someone else, and that stupid idiot is dumb enough to fucking send it to you. I'm like, that's the guy that I know is a major hater, so I fucking I take everyone out that is associated with him.
Anybody that tries to get somebody I blocked on gets blocked.
I gets blocked. I love that. It's like, why did you block? And then they put the name. Your freedom of speech or this. The guy just had an opinion.
Freedom of it's not.
No, it's not.
Having Twitter's like having my fucking phone number.
Right.
You fucking are texting me.
Yeah.
And if somebody texts me that has my number and they go, fuck you, fat nigger.
I'm sorry, Patrice.
Right.
I hope you unblock me.
And then you block that guy and it gets back to you like, oh, you can't take it? You can't take it?
No, I can't.
No, Twitter wasn't set up for that shit. Message boards were set up for this shit. Twitter is a place to hang out with your fans, true fans.
That shit is a privilege for a motherfucker.
Yes.
I think, I don't know how long it's been going on to where it's at the point now where people are, what's the word? They're just comfortable with the fact that they can reach out to quote-unquote celebrities. Like, for real, Shaq has 3 million followers. I could go, Shaq, what's the deal with the Celtics? Like to him. And it's possible he could go, oh, man, I'm playing for the... But it's a privilege to talk to this motherfucker. Like I said, I've said it before. If you wanted to get in touch with Lucille Ball, nigga, it was a hell of a thing you had to do, man. Paper, pen, find out where to send it.
What her agency? You would go to the agency. Lucy would never see it.
It would be almost impossible.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers don't understand that how far down they'll go if... Like, celebrities are like, what are you like, block. You can't get in touch with me unless you a fan. Yep. And I don't mean you have to suck my dick, because I got a lot of funny assholes, but they know how to be in that realm.
I heard something last night that was hysterical. It's what Derek is doing, our buddy Derek. He is emailing Steve Jobs every day. Like they're pals. Like, he writes things like, hey, Steve. You
want me to read you one?
Yeah, read me one. Read me one. Because this
is it on Twitter?
No, he's fucking emailing him. He CCs, and then he also,
is Steve Jobs writing back yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
And also, if Sam, leaves his email open, and he's writing an email, D-Boy will put Steve Jobs on the bottom. So Steve Jobs has been CC'd on some of our just show-related shit.
Derek's bit is just blind CCing Steve Jobs on anything.
on everything.
Yeah.
You think he sees it?
I don't know, but that's just it. It's like the access is there.
With him, I think it's like the luck of the draw, like if he's checking his email at that time.
Yeah, read one of his...
All right, here's yesterday. Hey, Stevie. Just wanted to check in and see how things were going today. I was wondering if you had a whole closet filled with black turtlenecks and New Balance sneakers. That would be awesome if you did. It would be just like Arnold character in The Last Action Hero. That's how I think of you, a total badass kicking the butts of the competition. And even better, Bill Gates could be just like the Ripper from the movie, and that evil guy with the one eye can be those pricks from Google. You're awesome. Take care, Derek B.
And he's just every day.
Fucking Steve Jobs has access to one of those harps.
Yeah.
As he fucking microwaves this fucking douchebag's brain.
I was saying he's going to fuck you up.
He's the head of technology, this fucking asshole. Yeah.
And he's got to deal with Derek, fucking dopey D-boy.
He's in charge of the end of the world.
Or emailing every day some kind of friendly little message.
Absolutely.
Well,
let us know if Steve Jobs writes him back.
I would love to know, definitely.
Let me go to Tony in Jersey. Tony, what's going on, bro?
Tony.
Hey, guys, listen, I just wanted to give you the consumer point of view on what's going on, because I completely understand and agree with what you're feeling right now, in the fact that I pay a lot of money for a subscription, and with that subscription, I expect quality content. And if you guys aren't happy, that affects the content, that affects what I'm paying for. And I can tell you that, you call him the big guy, but from a consumer point, when Howard went over, the quality went down. We're lucky if we get 2 full days of radio. And on top of my regular subscription, I have to pay extra if I want to listen to him. And it's very frustrating.
Well, I think I've already beat up the company enough, so I'll just shut up for now.
There's a listener's point of view.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it. We do try to keep it honest on this show. They get mad at that, but I don't know, whatever. Look, I'll be a true professional. This show will fucking continue to rock. Simple as that. We have a responsibility to ourselves and our listeners.
Yeah.
But, the frustration that we felt, yesterday continues today. And they could have done the right thing.
For weeks.
They could have fucking had really happy, solid employees. But they chose not to again. And they'll say they did the right thing by keeping us at the same number. That's ridiculous. Because we were damaged goods when we went to satellite radio. Our number was way too low to begin with. Way too fucking low.
No one wanted to touch us, that's why.
We took a beating after the Sex for Sam thing. Still a great living, all that, but as far as what we were worth shit at that point. So we're not even close to what we should be making.
As long as the ant can keep his pool functioning. That's all I care about.
Keep my security cameras up.
A couple of more trees blocking views.
There you go. Hey,
I got my accountant working.
Well,
he's working.
We got a busy show. Patrice O'Neill today. We got Jim Jeffries coming back. I put the shock collar video up on my YouTube channel, OP Radio. Came out really, really.
That's fucking sick, man.
Came out real well.
Jason Ellis, when he put it on 10 and went down, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's a sick video.
The shock. Who would do that to a dog? Like, that's crazy, that shock collar.
You did the shock collar again?
Yeah. Well, Jason Ellis was in.
It's a great
bit. It
bit.
on his neck, set it to 10. They were playing shock collar roulette.
I saw that.
Oh, you saw the video? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you picked out a remote so you could be shocking yourself. And I got the highlights, on this video I made last night. So, but then at the end of the game, because he really wanted everyone to play legit where you turn it all the way up, they were playing at 5. So at the end, Jason Ellis showed you what 10 looks like. And, I mean, this guy fucking hit the floor like a sack of fucking potatoes.
He twisted around, like his body contorted, and he fell on the floor. It's like, goddamn, I'm watching an electrocution.
And I wanted to step up yesterday, and in the end, I'm like, I can't fucking do that.
No.
I put it on my dog when I bought it for him.
Yeah.
Put it on him. I had it on something like 5 or 4.
Yeah.
And not even enough for it to affect him in a bad way, just enough for him to have gone, like, look down and look up and go, what just happened? Just that little doggy, what just happened face.
Yeah.
Didn't even, I took it right off. I was like, just shit where you want, man. I can't.
I can't
do it. I can't fucking shock my dog's neck.
Poor little fucker.
Little bastard didn't even know it hit him.
Did his eyebrows get all sad?
Dude, you know
Dog
how dogs
eyebrows are amazing.
Come on, man. You know how dogs look.
Doggy eyebrows are amazing. They do that thing where one goes up, one goes down. They just kind of look at you like, what?
What happened?
What happened? Why'd you hurt me?
But ears went back. Oh. He didn't know what was going on. That's what hurt my feelings.
Yeah. He doesn't know technology and science. He probably can understand, like a dog can understand a slap. Like a smack, like, don't fucking do that. It's like, the motherfucker, like, did some alpha male shit on me. But if you shock them, they don't know about batteries and capacitors and fucking voltage regulation. So he just looks around and goes, what? What was that?
I said I'll just go bare floors.
Just clean up.
I said, let me throw away this Ming Dynasty throw rug, you piece of shit. And fucking, I'll just go with my floors and dust and sweeping. And just shit where you want, buddy.
All right, listen, we're going to take a break. Jim Jeffries comes back at 8. We got Mick Foley coming in. And we'll change gears, enough with the bitching.
Mick Foley.
We've learned a while ago, less bitching is good.
More
for the show.
gooder.
More gooder. So as soon as we come back, we'll get into the first day of Jocktober for everybody.
I'm so psyched because that means that Sam comes into the studio.
Right. Right. Patricia, promoting anything, buddy?
I'll be starting off this. Comics is starting off Foxwoods. They opened a club at the Foxwoods Casino.
No kidding.
And I am the grand opening, and I will be performing there next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and a special show in front of the Tribe. which I told them is not a smart idea.
Oh no!
But
okay,
if they want to fucking do it, they do it, nigga. I don't.
It's Patrice's last performance at Foxwoods. Guaranteed, he will fucking make some kind of.
I'm not gonna woo woo. I
You're not
swear.
gonna woo-woo?
But the tribe's gonna be there. This is the grand opening fucking comics at Foxwoods, so I'll be there next week.
We got kicked out of Foxwoods too. We were on a radio station that broadcasted.
Yeah.
What? Oh, that was Mohegan? Oh, never went.
It was, right.
All right, Mohegan. Sorry, I was ready to trash Foxwoods. Holy shit, I gotta get my casinos right.
Jimmy's playing there.
Foxwoods still,
Also.
Foxwoods still very, very
Okay.
cool. So, Mohegan, we'll tell that story another day then. I thought it was Foxwoods shit. All right, that's good. Next weekend, Patrice at Foxwoods.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Nice.
The Virus, Sirius XM. You're listening to Opie and Anthony.
You like Zeppelin, Patrice?
I think so. I love their music, but the stealing thing fucked me a little bit, so I was just trying to do a little more investigation before I could just overlook the stealing and then.
I think it was acceptable, though, is the problem.
I think they make some of the best music I ever heard, but then again, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I fucking got cursed out for Billy Squire. That song, Everybody Wants You, I thought it was a fucking great song. I love that
that's
song.
Who it was. It was Young MC, right?
Young MC and Bobby McFerrin.
It's like that would be the equivalent.
But I don't know that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't fucking know that.
That was funny as shit, though.
I don't know
I was
who Billy
reading that.
Squire is and shit. But Led Zeppelin, I mean, Black Dog is a great song. Fucking.
You gotta think though with the whole rip-off thing. Elvis Presley ripped off that black lady,
Big Mama Thornton.
Big Mama Thornton.
Motherfucking Big Mama Thornton.
What song? You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Her version's pretty cool.
Right. Yeah.
It's a cool version of that song.
She's amazing, Big Mama Thornton.
And Elvis,
Big Mama Thornton.
Elvis stepped on her fucking head to walk right over her and went into a recording studio and made it his.
Why have pride? I mean,
Oh, here it is. Listen to this. This music scares Anthony.
Petrified.
You can wag your tail, but I ain't gonna feed you.
And you know this is stolen because why would a man sing "You Nothing But a Hound Dog"?
Yeah, true. Yeah, this is absolutely. It's a woman saying the guy's a dog.
Yeah.
You don't call a woman a dog like that, of course.
And Daddy, I know.
I said to leave my tampon alone.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog. With Snoop around my door.
I said to put down the Kotex.
Hound dog.
That's my Kotex.
Around my door.
What you doing with my bra?
You can wag your tail.
Well, I'm checking my breast for lumps. Hey, I'm checking my breast for. Say that, Ben.
Oh, listen to more hound dog.
It ain't nothing but a cervix. So, I don't even.
No hound dog.
Well, I'm a lactating baby. Let me tell you, I'm a lactating baby.
What's the one you just did before?
Oh, what? He's checking his breast for lumps.
I said I'm checking his breast for lumps.
I'm gonna check him up. Yeah, this is a fucking song about a dude.
About a dude sneaking around.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, who the fuck was Elvis talking to?
Yeah. I think he was literally talking to like a hound dog in that one.
And that's who's
Like, yeah, you ain't never caught a rabbit. You ain't no friend of mine. Like, he made it into, he's just talking to his dog. I can't sound like a homosexual. I think I want to make it about a dog.
Yeah, he was singing about another man.
Yeah.
But no one has brought this up. The fuck? Elvis was into boys.
I just didn't notice that until she's going.
That's
right.
Hey, you.
Yeah.
And you gotta understand this woman. She lived a long time too, but when she sung the song, she had to be 400 pounds. But she lived. She
sounds
lived
400
years.
Really?
Yeah, she has a great song that you know who did a lot of who's the lady that died of Janis Joplin?
Oh yeah.
She did a lot of.
Oh yeah.
And made them famous. Like 4 or 5 really good songs. Janis Joplin is known, but they were these people's songs.
Oldie time fucking soul songs.
Not even soul. Like just right after like the chronograph. Like that's how old these people are, man. I seen a YouTube of her. It's so old.
Yeah.
That it was old when Elvis stole it. It was old
it was
time.
already oldie time.
Like, sand on the floor.
Yeah. Doing some soft shoe on some sand.
For real, man. So, I mean, like, Led Zeppelin, man, fucking Kashmir is one of the great riffs to me. I mean, I love.
Yeah.
I just know what I like,
one.
and that's just genius to me, man.
Great stuff. By the way, she didn't even write that song.
What?
Stephen S. says Lieber and Stoller. Stoller.
Fuck you. I'll Google it. I don't listen to Stephen S.
Not Big Mama.
Fuck
Who
that.
the fuck is that?
I'm not listening to him. I'm tired of people that trying to always prove niggas wrong. Fuck you. She wrote it. Fuck you. Nigga invented the stoplight. Take niggas shit. Actually, it was a white guy in fucking Mississippi. Fuck you.
Black man was an assistant who swept up and handed him the light bulb.
Next thing you know, niggas invented the light bulb. Exactly. Leroy Edison now? Fuck you. Yep. Built Washington. Yep. Fuck you. I'm not listening to it no more. Actually, it was a guy named, I don't give a fuck. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. I don't give a shit.
La la la, fat black woman did it. Look at her, yeah.
Mama Thornton, baby. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Mama.
Yeah.
Big Mama
Oh,
Thornton.
yeah, Mama.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
I bet she...
What happened?
She lived a long time. That's what happened.
She got old. I bet she got fucked over on some deals.
That was pre-diabetes. She got fucked over.
I bet she signed a few bad deals in her day.
We feel like old blues singers today. You know those old fucking guys still on their porch waiting for their fucking money to come in? You're listening to 2 of those guys today.
Just playing a one-string thing with us. They wouldn't give me a goddamn
Cold Water Opie and Muddy Anthony.
And Norton's playing that Coke bottle.
He's playing the jug. Yeah,
he's playing the jug. Right?
I wanted a bigger studio.
Well, could you throw in a couple of bucks more? I don't think
that's where y'all fucked up. You came in singing like niggas. You should have fucking did Elvis. You played the blues, motherfucker.
Well, we like a bigger studio here. We'd like a bigger studio.
A studio so I could dance. Nope.
Shake my ass. Yeah. Wow.
You gotta take it in the ass. So, fucking So the song I found out, this Billy Squier song, is fucking Everybody Wants You. I enjoy this song, man.
Yeah.
I think this is a fucking great song. I got cursed out.
It was a hit.
I still don't mind this song.
It was a hit back in the 80s.
It's a big, and he's saying something in it, though. And you know what I found this song? Bad Boys, the original Bad Boys with Sean Penn.
Yeah.
When...
Yeah.
What does he try to say in this song, Patrice? Because there's rumors about Billy Squier.
That he's a felon. But I didn't know. All I know was this song.
Yeah.
But here's the thing about homosexuality that kills me, and I got over this. Like, I would watch Jaws if it was on Logo.
Right.
There's some motherfuckers that wouldn't turn on Logo just because it's a gay channel.
I've watched some shows on Logo.
I love the goddamn Village People. There's songs that they sing that if this guy's gay, this song is great.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
I like this song.
I like this song.
Gay
but I'm saying people are like that, though.
Right. Yeah.
Like, this shit is... This shit's talking about a motherfucker that's in love with himself and fucking, you're a star, but you ain't shit. I enjoy this fucking song.
Yeah.
And they cursed Billy Squire out.
They really.
I've never been cursed. I laughed so hard at how hard they were cursing me out.
Over Billy Squire.
Over Billy Squire.
Oh,
Which people say, well, race don't matter. It was some that said, because I started out by going, I discovered a new white trash song. First thing is, fuck you, fat nigger.
Oh, my God.
I swear to God, I wish I could have kept it.
What the fuck?
He went bananas. But I said, look, I'm saying it because I like the fucking... There's a part in here that I really like where he goes, loneliness and alcohol is like...
What, right.
That's what you live on, you know?
Yeah.
And I wrote it down as a quote, and then I'm like, no, I'm not dissing the guy. But there's some guys who like Billy Squire, but once they seen the avalanche of fuck Billy Squire...
The avalanche, huh?
It was like, he's a fucking douche. I guess he did a song where he was jerking off or...
Yeah, stroke me.
But this part here. Oh, no, you gotta listen to
that
riffs.
part you like?
No,
What's wrong with
no, after this, he says a part that really...
Yeah.
And then the next one, this one here is a great line for life. Pay for it all. Loneliness and alcohol. I said, you finished. You're sad, nigga. You take your pension in loneliness and alcohol.
I look forward to the rap version of this song. You know they're going to sample this shit.
Yeah.
All right, we got to move on. We got Jocktober.
Sam.
Where's Sam?
Oh, Sam.
On a side note, by the way, what's going on with fucking plastic spoons? I know this is going to sound very like, what? You know,
What's
like
the deal with plastic spoons?
Can they make a fucking plastic spoon that doesn't give you a paper cut?
Oh yeah, they're fucking up with the mold. They're not
What
taking
are they stamping out the fucking spoons from a press or something?
They're not taking the flashing off.
I got
of
the
it.
worst fucking paper cut on my mouth.
Cheap spoons. They're not taking the flashing off.
What do you got to do? Like chopsticks? You got to fucking work the spoon before you use it.
You got to get that.
Make sure you got all the edges.
You got to get the plastic
whittled down?
like cutlery, like the quality shit that they put in a tumbler. It's got to be like putting a tumbler or something to make it smooth.
What the fuck?
It's got to be smooth.
See? Oh, that's right.
Oh, under rainy skies.
Congratulations, Sam. You got a job for another 2 years.
Hey,
Thank you,
Sam.
But I'd like to say the real winners here are the listeners.
They sure are, Sam. They sure are.
Hey, Sam,
I
want a
wanted-
job?
I wanted to walk just so I could see you on a fucking unemployment line.
Why would you say that?
Oh.
That's not kind.
Sam's shoulders is completely parallel to his hips. I didn't realize he was shaped just like the letter I.
He is slight of frame, isn't he?
Good Lord, one good
Yeah.
punch is just all his guts is on the floor.
He's like the aliens that came out of the ship in Close Encounters. The little aliens.
Yeah, with the kids.
Yeah, the little kid alien.
You're very punchable.
Yeah.
He just want to see if just want to hit him.
He'd fly across the room.
He took a few shots yesterday from
Yep.
Stevie.
To the gut, neck, and head.
Head, neck, chest.
Stevie,
You ever met Stevie yet?
Probably retarded intern.
There's Sam.
There's-
He does. He looks like a little alien.
Sam.
That's you, Sam.
Sam.
You got the same body.
You look just like those kids.
I've noticed that too in the past. I'll be honest. It's also because I have a slight curvature in my spine.
Yeah, what
Yeah, you
happened
do
there?
look like he does look like a kid that's hiding
Really?
a real extreme weakness.
An ailment.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
really?
why my posture is strange because I have a slight curvature in my spine.
Are you
have
sickly?
That, what is that called?
Scoliosis.
Scoliosis? You have the scoliosis?
You have scoliosis?
Very slight, not major.
That sucks.
You have scoliosis? I
Yeah.
thought they eradicated that shit or something.
No, I mean if it's really bad, they'll put a brace on you, but it's not bad. It's a slight.
Can you see it if you show your spine to us?
I don't know if you'll be able to
Let
see
me
it.
see.
You got Forrest Gump back?
Turn around.
This is going to be like one of those medical
All right,
photos.
now lean over.
You don't.
Yeah, you do.
Where?
Yeah, I can see. Look at where the top where his spine
You
starts.
can't see where he's fucking John Merrick tattoo on his back.
And look at the bottom of his spine.
What's going on in the middle?
It turns. It does. It makes like a little S. You're a mess.
He's Kaiser Soze before the end of the movie.
Holy shit. Verbal. Fucking verbal.
That's his name?
Verbal.
Jesus, you're a mess.
It's just slight curvature. It doesn't affect my
It's not
day-to-day
slight,
life.
dude. Did
It
you see
goes
that?
like this. It goes down and then it curves off to, if you're looking at your back, it curves off to the left a little bit.
It doesn't affect most of my day-to-day life, but it does affect my posture, I find.
Does it affect your fucking?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
What is that shit supposed to do to you?
Well, I think it can screw up your whole alignment if it's bad, like your hips. Maybe that's what Swivel Hips had.
Well, aren't they supposed to like detect that when you're fucking a kid and then put you in some kind of cast? And
Yeah, when you're not hidden for being an atrocity from your
mongrel.
Yeah, like a fucking your mom's fucked a black milkman and you try to hide the child.
That's what happens. You got a fucking scoliosis and sickle cell.
And they hit him in the back. He couldn't deal with sunlight until he was fucking 16. He fucking
Listen, why don't you just take the DNA test so we can find out once and for all if you're related to Patrice or myself?
I would take it. I would take a DNA test.
You would?
Yeah?
Yes, I would.
Can they determine a race?
Can they determine how much black you got in you? How does
Yes.
that work? They can?
Yeah, well, they can determine your region of ethnicity, which tells you, your race.
Yeah, okay.
Can they tell if you're related to the monsters from Omega Man?
Why didn't your mom take care of you when you were younger?
She did. She took very good care of me.
You got a like an S-shaped spine, and you did that fucking the foreskin thing.
Oh, you had a foreskin that was closed on top.
It wasn't closed.
He got circumcised at
19.
19.
Ow.
Yeah.
That's because his black dick was pushing through the skin. It couldn't hold his big black fucking.
Couldn't hold his blackness back anymore.
His mother had him in a purse till he was fucking 12. Fed him like a bird.
Nice.
You're a mess. You're a disaster.
I'm in good health,
All right.
just in case anybody's worried.
Oh, good.
Well,
Yeah,
are we ready for Jocktober?
Yeah.
Do we have the Jocktober intro?
I don't know.
Did we have one?
We did last year.
Yeah.
D-Boy put one together.
That
He put a
must have
bunch
been
together.
good.
Yeah, we probably
It
should
must have
have
been
some
good.
Jocktober production.
I think we're getting.
Happy Jocktober, everybody, from your friends at the Opie and Anthony Show.
1/3 of the women polled said they do this right after a breakup. My guess is tickle their clit with a rake.
It's a celebration of craptastic radio from around this great nation of ours.
A little more specific. That's pretty good.
That's the whole thing we do. She looks like every actress who was like a really hot teenager who's battling cancer later in life.
So turn up this turntacular radio. It's Jocktober on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Before we start, though, this is a really good phone call coming in. Joe in Jersey. Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Hey. Yeah, man, I fucking had sex with this chick one time that had scoliosis.
Yeah, just straighten her out.
I tried, but that shit was terrible. It looked like one of those fucking ribbon dancer ribbons that was just frozen.
Ribbon dancer ribbon. Frozen in time? Really? That bad?
It was terrible, man. And I didn't know at first. Like, she walked, she had good posture and stuff. Like, I couldn't see if she had a shirt on, but I was hitting it doggy style.
Doesn't it?
And her shit was fucking crooked as a question mark.
And it makes one shoulder drop down a little bit, right?
A little bit, because one time she sat on my lap, and I just thought she was funny because she was sitting on my lap, but I had her hand on her back, and it felt like a frozen pillow or something. Like, it was just crooked.
Holy shit.
Wow.
That's bad because Danny just punched up some pictures here. There are some people that are just completely fucking. It's an S.
Yeah, that's
the
right.
spine is a fucking S.
That's gonna be a nightmare. They can't straighten that shit out.
I think they can with like back braces and stuff, but my scoliosis is a slight curvature. So
It is slight.
It's slight.
I'm happy for
Like
you.
you, slight.
Slight of frame.
You're slight of frame
That's
with
true.
slight scoliosis.
Yes.
All right, Sam, you're responsible for Jocktober. Don't disappoint.
I wouldn't disappoint, and I feel like you've put forth a challenge. You said in the first segment of today's show that all the good radio shows are coming to satellite radio. And so it's my job to find some good radio shows that are on terrestrial.
Oh, very good.
And you have.
Yes, that's right.
So who do we look at today for Jocktober?
Well, I wanted to start with a familiar show that we've talked about a couple times in the past. We talked about him not too long ago.
By the way, Patrice, if it's a show that you do,
yes, you can sit back and not say anything.
You don't have to say shit. As long as they don't hear your voice
It's
during
just
this
like
trashing
too late,
they're about
bro.
to get.
I don't think so.
Do you know who we're doing today?
Who?
Sam?
Well, from 107.7 The Bone in San Francisco, it's Lamont and Tonelli.
There they are.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
The originators of Tata Tuesdays.
Fuck.
Which is a good promotion.
Did they do Tata Tuesdays?
They do Tata Tuesdays.
Motherfucker.
They kind of look like fucking Bizarro you guys.
Every radio duo does.
You will never see a fucking picture, me and Ann, where one of us puts our hand on the other guy's shoulder like they're doing.
Well, these guys. That's Tom Arnold.
Tom Arnold.
And that's
And that's a douche.
No, that's Tonelli.
These guys been at it for a long time.
A long time. But they're friends. They got their arm on the shoulder. They still
You
hang
can
out.
tell because the arm is on the shoulder there.
Plus, look at Tonelli's Hawaiian shirt. He's just a casual go-with-the-flow guy.
Any morning show where the guy wears a Hawaiian shirt means fun.
Yeah.
He looks like the White Shadow, a younger version of the White Shadow, right? What was it? That guy's name? Oh, you're not talking?
The younger version
He doesn't know these guys, right?
of the White Shadow.
Remember the show?
Right, Ken Howard.
He looks a little Ken Howard-ish.
Which one?
Oh, forget it.
Tom Arnold one?
If you're saying which one, then
Tom
you know what?
Arnold.
Then I'm way off.
Yeah, that's Tom Arnold skipper face.
How about Tom Arnold fucking
Tom Arnold skipper face.
You don't see Ken Howard in there.
Old Ken Howard?
No.
A little bit because I just saw a Curb with old Ken Howard in it.
Oh, did you?
And he's looking like an old Ken Howard.
Lamont.
Lamont. You big dummy.
So
Lamont.
we start off Jocktober with Lamont and Tonelli.
And the first clip is that this is what they start the show with every day.
Okay.
You can read on the track list what the segment's called.
It's called Lick Me Wall.
It's the Lick Me Wall.
What?
What is that?
Hey,
It's
calm
where
down.
callers call in to just talk about whatever they want.
Ooh, God.
Lick me wall. Who's this?
What does Lick Me Wall mean?
I'm not quite sure.
Lick me wall.
I'm
Who's
not-
this?
What is that based on?
I'm
What do
not
you mean, Lick Me
100%
Wall?
positive about what it actually means. They don't explain it anywhere. But basically, it's just like, you're putting it up on the wall. It's whatever anybody wants to talk about. Kind of get your feelings out. Maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed, get a nice little joke out there.
Hey, I'm sure.
Lick me wall. Who's this?
Confucius.
Confucius. How are you, Confucius?
Very well.
Getting to
All
be a
right.
daily occurrence with
Well, you know what?
Confucius
When you've
and his
got
philosophy.
when you have the philosophy of Confucius, I mean, it's just brimming over. You got to share it with somebody.
Yep.
What's going on, Confucius? What advice, what wisdom do you have for us today?
A dumb man climbs tree to get cherry. A wise man spreads limbs.
There you go.
Thank you.
Maybe you pick fruit for a living. Yeah, that's good to know.
Always go for the low-hanging fruit. It's a little bit easier to pick.
What happened?
Well, they made
Did they get knocked off the air or something?
No, it's a sexual innuendo.
Oh.
You get it. Spread limb.
No, I really didn't.
Well.
It was awful.
Oh.
Patrice, are you just annoyed?
And the voice is fantastic.
Well, you
I
heard-
love the radio voice. Again, another show with the radio voice guy.
You heard them laughing after it.
So I guess it had to be funny.
Right.
Must have been.
And Sully was laughing. Sully is their little black sidekick.
What?
That's right.
They got sticks working on that show?
Phew.
All right. And
You didn't like that? I thought, because this is kind of an edgy show.
I don't know what I just heard.
Well, it's...
What does Lick Me Wall mean?
Oh, you're still
How
stuck
about
on
they
that.
at least explain what that means?
It's when you call up the show.
It makes it a lot easier for the listeners to play along at home if they know what it means.
Look at them all touching each other. Lamont Tonelli with Sully.
There's too much
the black
touching
guy,
going
and they're
on
all
between these
leaning
three.
and touching. The black guy looks like he's getting beat up by the two. Looks like a fucking hate crime.
And the black guy, let's be honest, looks a little.
fuck.
He looks a little. The black guy looks a little funny too.
Yeah, he does.
Motherfuckers ask me why I don't smile in pictures.
Right.
If I'm ever with it, that's what it'll look like if I'm with a white guy smiling in a fucking picture, man.
He just looks like, yes, sir.
shit.
He looks like, yes, sir, yes, sir.
They're just bossing him around.
Damn.
Just tickling their little pet nigga.
That's what he is.
In person.
I'm fucking disgusted. Motherfuckers, that's why I'm so mad all the time. This is what we look like when we're happy.
Yeah. You got to be angry. You got to put on angry face.
What does the black do for the show, Sam?
He's just he's laughing. He's okay, guys.
But what does he do?
He's a sidekick.
That's all he does is laugh.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He just throws some lines in every so often.
And so on the website, he throws up some of his favorite jokes.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
People are saying "Lick Me Wall" sounds like Ichiban, which is a brilliant bit by Ronnie there.
Yeah, but Ichiban
Ichiban means number one in what? Japan or something?
Yeah,
Japanese.
I don't know what it means.
But they've never had anything as funny as the Confucius. Confucius, you know, the philosopher.
Well,
right.
Who's Mr. Meoff?
Mr. Mehoff.
Oh, he's probably.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
Okay.
We continue with Jocktober, and we look at Lamont and Tonelli today.
Boy.
Don't spoil it.
You're on the air, Lamont Tonelli Show. The Bay Area's up in form. The Lick Me Wall. Who's this?
You got Mr. Meoff here. How you boys doing this morning?
Doing great. You know, it's always a treat for me to talk to Mr. Meoff. He's been a regular caller to the show, and I'm really embarrassed that I'm just horrible with names.
Man, you got a lousy memory.
What is your first name again?
Jack.
That's what I thought. Yes, all right.
Get it? Jack me off.
Patrice is reading the paper, and I don't blame him.
I wouldn't either.
How long have they been doing radio?
These guys are great, man.
Fantastic.
And they did a Jack Me Off joke?
Jack Mehoff. You thought it was just a guy whose last name was Mehoff.
It's Mr. Mehoff, and you know we love it. He calls a lot, but I'm bad with the name. What's your first name? Bob.
Well,
I should have just ruined it. Bob. What?
Was there a time when we did silly fucking names and did a little bit with it? Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was probably
our whole.
It was probably
first
our
name.
It was probably our first week of radio.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
still
yeah.
Jack Me Off fucking jokes.
That's
this late
the thing.
in their career.
It's like you.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
As radio show hosts, you and Anthony have evolved to the pristine level that you're at now.
Well, shouldn't they have as well?
You would think.
They've been at it 40 years.
No, Lamont and Tonelli are still kind of. They started in a position, and then they just sat there for many years.
Does Mr. Hunt call in at all?
What would be Mr. Hunt's name?
I'm
I don't
not good
remember.
with first names. Mike. Mike Hunt, get it?
Oh, you can't say that.
Well, you could say Jack Mehoff.
Mehoff.
I'm filing an FCC complaint. by
I
the way.
would too.
You're not allowed to do that anymore on radio.
Complete
That double
lack of
entendre.
entertainment on the air complaint.
Yep. What does the black do during this?
He's just laughing. He's just having a great time.
Was he in the middle of that laughing?
Yeah, just laughing at his white friends.
Oh, boss, you done a good job with the Jack Mehoff joke.
Lamont and Tonelli, as we continue with Jocktober, promo featuring a poorly acted, very fake prank phone call.
Well, it's a prank
This
phone
is what I love
call.
about Jocktober. We get to tear down all the fucking walls. Regular radio is not allowed to do prank calls anymore. So if you're listening to regular radio, you hear a prank call, it's all fake.
What?
That is a major
What?
That's a major FCC complaint
Yes.
now. Major.
Yep.
But I hear all these shows with these hilarious prank calls, and they get the guy. Oh, gotcha.
What they do is they walk around the radio station.
Yeah.
In most cases, and they get a sales girl, a sales guy, the fucking janitor, whatever, and they work out these prank calls and make believe they're real.
You know how I know that's not the case with this? Because they call Chuck E. Cheese. There's no Chuck E. Cheese at the radio station.
Oh, okay. You're right. You're right.
Then why did you write poorly acted, Sam?
I didn't write that.
Is it really
I don't know
bad?
where you get. I don't know where you're getting this stuff
Sam
from.
takes Jocktober very seriously.
Thank
he
you.
only
Is
calls the best of the best.
Is it bad?
It's not good.
Lamont and Tonelli in the morning.
Chuck E. Cheese, it's Dylan. Can I help you?
I'm Ralph.
Well, hi, Ralph.
I'm special.
Well, I'm sure you are. What can I do for you today?
Will you cook my dinner for me?
Of course I'll
My
take my...
parents aren't around and I'm not allowed to turn on the stove.
Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. Do you want to come to Chuck E. Cheese?
My parents won't let me use scissors.
Well, that's great.
By the way, another thing.
Holy
As we tear down another wall,
Yeah.
these radio guys love doing this to make something sound better than it is.
Yeah.
They pound.
They pound.
Listen for the fucking regular radio guy pounding. Happens all the time.
Yeah.
Like they can't control themselves because what's going on their show is so good. They got to
Yeah.
just pound.
I can't believe this guy from Chuck E. Cheese doesn't know it's a Ralph from The Simpsons soundboard. It's amazing. Because it's such an obscure reference.
It really is.
Ralph from Ralph Wiggum.
Yeah.
Ralph Wiggum is calling Chuck E. Cheese. It's outrageous.
It is.
Listen for the pound.
Parents won't let me use scissors.
Well, that's great. Did you want to order a pizza? That would be dinner.
I'm wearing a bathrobe and I'm not even sick.
That just makes no sense whatsoever. He's like, what the hell is this?
Lamont and Tonelli on the bone.
That's another Simpsons clip.
Of course it is. It fits perfectly.
But that's like, when you put a promo out there, you kind of put the very best stuff of the show that's going to make a listener say, I got to catch those guys in the morning.
But it doesn't make sense if the guy was enjoying the whole thing and laughing along and then he just hangs up. What? How about having some continuity with your fake bit?
No.
Your fake bit.
You don't think it was the real prank phone call?
The guy goes from enjoying what's going on and then just hangs up.
Maybe he had to go do something.
Wow.
There are some holes, I guess, in the logic behind it.
That was incredibly bad.
What was the black guy doing during that?
He was probably just laughing, having a good time. His white friends making prank phone calls.
Oh, God. You guys, man, you good.
Yeah.
Patrice has left the studio.
I wish I could.
I understand, Patrice. Patrice has nothing to do with his Jocktober today.
Let Me In got 5 stars, by the way.
What's Let Me In?
The little girl vampire movie.
Yeah.
Really? That's the chick from Kick-Ass.
No,
Little girl from Kick-Ass.
Oh, that's her next movie?
Yeah.
You know what's weird? I was thinking the other day, there's just not enough vampire movies out there.
Yeah.
Or 3D movies.
Well, I'm so glad they're making vampire movies because I was thinking, we need it a lot.
A couple more.
Yeah, we need vampire movies.
Some TV shows, too.
Lamont and Tonelli featured on this fine Jocktober 1st.
Yeah. First day. It's a whole month.
Lamont and Tonelli bring up the Lady Gaga meat dress story, even though it's a week and a half old, so they could play a bad bit. Oh, no. What are you talking about here?
Huh? Well, sometimes conversations, they sound a little forced because somebody has a bit that they want to play and they need to squeeze it in. And Lamont and Tonelli like their bits.
Yeah.
So for the rest of Lamont and Tonelli, we'll be focusing on that aspect. We've heard the prank phone calls. We've heard the lick me wall. Now, what do they fill the rest of their mornings with?
Bad bits. Song parodies.
Yeah, they like their song parodies.
That they got from somewhere else, or did they at least make their own?
Some of them are made.
Is this from Prep Burger?
This one, I am pretty sure is a Prep Burger bit. It sounds like a Prep Burger. Some of them are.
So they don't have anything to do with this bad bit?
Not this one. Some of them
Not
they
only
made.
is it a bad bit, they have nothing to do with it.
Like they found it and said, somebody else made this. This is so good, I'm going to play it and take credit for it.
But they needed a way to get there, so they bring up an old story.
Even though it's a week and a half old.
Got it!
And I know we talked about this last week when you brought up the story about Lady Gaga and that meat dress
Yeah, the
she
meat
was
dress.
wearing.
Yep, she was wearing it at the Grammy Awards.
So apparently now this dress was such a fashion statement.
Well, I guess it was the Emmy Awards, yeah.
Yeah.
Neither.
This dress of meat that she wore, there were different cuts of meat that covered up her body. But this gal's just a whack job, isn't she? Wish she had her money, though.
There's a little rump roast out there.
I don't know what kind of statement she was trying to make.
A little
but
roast beef, a little filet, a little skirt steak.
Strange, I didn't see any skirt steak listed here, but I definitely saw some beef curtains.
Different kind of meat.
Wow.
Wow, they went with beef curtains. That's,
Beef curtains.
That's edgy.
Here's Sully
Watch
laughing
out.
in the back.
Oh, I know.
Who's that?
Crazy.
That's the black guy. Sully,
Oh.
just laughing. And
They're
just
token
crazy.
black.
Just laughing, and his white boss is making jokes.
Jesus Christ.
It's a shame.
I'm gonna start doing that. I need a job, nigga. I'm doing it right now. Starting the rest of the show. I am
You want to be?
Yuckles.
You want to be token black?
I'm token black guy.
Chase is playing the part of token black today.
Beef curtains.
Different kind of meat.
So anyway, this dress that she was
One
wearing.
man's skirt steak is another man's beef curtain. It's just semantics.
Don't let it go.
So this beef dress she was wearing was such a fashion statement that now they're going to make her dress into beef jerky
That's
to
right.
preserve it.
Well, they want to preserve it. It's not going to be eaten.
Okay.
I mean, nobody would
It's not
eat
gonna be
anything
eaten.
as meat, no.
Oh, okay.
They're just going to preserve it. The only way to preserve it is to kind of turn it into jerky.
Because I was going to
and then
say,
just keep it the way it was.
hell, if you went down and had that jerky, just like something wrong with this piece of meat. Where'd this meat come from? And this has turned into like a big. You know, there's always endorsement opportunities. I mean, you got to hand it to her business manager. Because she was wearing this meat dress, now they're turning it into jerky.
She's a PR machine.
Oh, absolutely. And now it's turned into like an endorsement from the Beef Council.
If you're looking for a dress every...
Here comes the bit.
And then they go right into a bit.
Well, there was nothing in the paper that day.
No.
So they had to go with an old story to get to their bit that someone else wrote for them.
Took like a minute and a half to build up of them saying, this dress tastes funny.
Wouldn't you have more respect for the guys if they said, look, we really like this bit. We have no real reason to play it today, but we think it's kind of funny, so here you go.
Well, part of Lamont...
Instead of they're weaving in and out, getting to that point.
Part of Lamont and Tonelli's humor is that they never acknowledge that something is like just a bit or it's a prank thing. They go, here's a commercial. And then everyone starts listening. Oh, it's a commercial. Oh, that's not a commercial.
Now.
Come on, guys. But it is funny.
They got me again.
But you got to give it to them. It is funny.
You do, huh?
Oh, absolutely. And now it's turned into like an endorsement from the Beef Council.
If you're looking for a dress everyone will go gaga over, try beef. Yep, from a mini skirt steak to a sexy New York strip strapless stunner, beef serves up something special. So whether it's sizzling on the red carpet or sizzling on a red-hot grill, beef makes it beautiful. Beef, it's what she's wearing.
Yeah, there you go. You can actually see those commercials. Rump roast.
What? I've had it. She's just laughing. Yeah.
Token black, you like that? He wanted to say rump roast so bad.
He just said it. He didn't
just
even
said it. Then he just blurted it out.
I guess he felt good about his meat curtain line, so he had to get the rump roast line.
He probably thought of that while the bit was on, like, I didn't use it. Sneak it in after the bit.
We got Jimmy James who's going to explain the Lick Me Wall.
Good.
JJ.
Good morning, boys.
What's up, JJ?
Yeah, the Lick Me Wall. It's kind of like, have you ever heard this little thing called the FU line? Can we just cancel this guy's XM subscription?
It does sound a lot like the FU line.
Oh, what? You're getting a little...
You just vent? Is that what it is? It's
Yeah.
about? But they're all fake callers, it seems. Like,
No, but what does Lick Me Wall mean?
yeah, why call it Lick Me Wall?
Because you guys have FU line and there's dirty words in that.
Oh, so it's like, hey, lick me.
Lick me.
And here's the wall. So it's like, it's like you get to post up on the wall, like graffiti almost. It's your ideas on the wall, but it's like, instead of fuck you, it's hey, lick me.
It's more like, lick me.
Yeah,
you don't
yeah,
like
yeah.
it? Lick me.
Wouldn't a better bit be the punch wall?
They might...
Because you got some anger, you got some shit you got to fucking get out.
Wow. Yeah, well, lick me is pretty good.
Lick me.
Lick me is...
You're going, all right.
That's
Ken,
like, you're telling someone lick me. Whoa.
Ken in Pennsylvania. Ken.
Hey, how you doing? The Lick Me Wall, I believe, is for Willy Wonka.
No, that was lickable wallpaper. I mean, that was a wall that people licked.
Oh, my God. You poor man.
They don't know what they're going to get when they lick it.
You
lick the
sir,
fruit.
are stupid.
There's nothing random about it. The apples tasted like apples. The schnozberries tasted like
Right.
schnozberries.
What are you talking about? It was lickable wallpaper, not lick me wall.
It's a totally different thing.
What are you talking about? Thank you for being the first asshole caller of our new deal.
Well, Martin and Tinelli don't treat their callers like this.
No.
Really? Well,
How many Twitter followers do you have?
I don't know.
Because Lamont and Tinelli, if you're thinking about the audience, they have over 3,000 Facebook friends.
Wow. Motherfuckers.
So be careful, guys. They may have an army out there.
Matt in Jersey. Matt.
Yeah.
Hi, Matt.
What's up, guys? Am I on?
Yes, you're on.
I'm sorry, Anthony. You're the best.
Thank you.
Opie, I love you too. But I got to tell you, this bit is terrible with the Jocktober.
All right, then go.
David last year. Come on, man.
Then go listen to something else. That's your
No, I
choice.
love you guys. I don't want to.
Oh, so we should not do Jocktober because you don't like it.
Please don't.
This
is a benchmark bit.
You want to take a poll and see how many fucking people like Jocktober? Go somewhere else. That's your choice.
Opie, I don't want to go anywhere else. I love you guys.
All right, so
Come on.
we'll change the whole show for you, Matt.
Something new, man. Something new.
Yeah, it is new. It's
new.
We haven't done it in a year.
We do it once a year.
I don't know. Talk about the news.
Well, you know what? You might have
about
to.
the news.
You might have to take October off, though, sir.
Yeah.
Don't listen.
I wish I.
You fuck. You're blocked.
If there is any question as to the popularity of Jocktober, all I did was tweet an email address of where you can send suggestions in.
Right.
Wasn't even mentioned on the air.
Yes.
One tweet. Dozens and dozens of requests from
Wow,
people
you really
wanting...
made your point there, Sam.
I did
Dozens
it.
and dozens of people.
But it's me
Wow.
tweeting it. Opie.
What is this, a podcast?
If you tweeted it, we're talking hundreds of thousands. It's just lowly Sam Roberts. tweeting
Right,
it.
right.
I mean,
Dozens
Prime
and
time.
dozens of interest, though.
but when I get the dozens,
That's crazy.
Tens of
You know.
people. Tens of people.
Now I might have to agree with Matt. I didn't know dozens and dozens of
Dozens
people
and
were
dozens.
into this.
could be hundreds.
They bring up the Segway owner story that we talked about a week ago.
Yes. Well, why
What is this, audio from yesterday?
This yesterday's show.
Wow.
So the Segway story is already old.
Very old. It's a week old.
Yeah.
So they bring up the Segway owner story that we talked about a week ago because they have a bad bit. so that's their thing.
Yes. They
got to get themselves to the bad bit.
Right. That's
Instead of
it.
just playing the bit.
Like it's
Like,
literally.
remember that Segway story? Well, this is kind of funny, so we're going to play it.
Right. No.
Boom. They have to weave in and out and get to the
Wow.
bad bit.
The entire show is forced conversations that lead to bits.
Yeah.
Like they just forced conversations so they could play a bit.
It's clever.
It's clever. You gotta give it to them.
All right.
Yeah, this guy was 62 years old, was riding the Segway around his estate.
Yeah.
And went off a ledge and into a river.
That is incredible.
Just the gyroscope was it.
Wow. Who just added some great commentary right there?
That sounds like Tinelli.
That is incredible.
Well, I think everyone would think it's incredible, of course.
It's tough to make everything funny.
It really is.
And interesting, even if, hey, you just rolled off the segways.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
What was the black guy doing during this?
Just waiting for his bosses to make him laugh.
Did he have to run and get coffee for them or anything?
Maybe.
Did he have to go fetch some stuff in between laughing?
Into a river.
That is incredible.
Guess the gyroscope wasn't working. You think?
I think so, yeah. So do we, I believe we are going...
Wait a minute,
it's kind of a
right?
Oh,
You know,
my
you
God.
You know what I love about Patrice? He was trying to stay out, but you can't help yourself.
This is you know, when you're dealing with like funny your whole life and you just know different techniques on how to
Funny.
try to make things funny.
Yeah.
That was technique number 4006, which was, all right, we have nothing. I'm going to pray that this sparks up something. Yeah, right, the gyroscope. And then he's like, maybe that'll get everybody going. Nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
One of the guys went like, yeah, gyroscope.
Gyro.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Greek food.
Yes, the gyro.
Maybe that's why he went off the cliff. He had a little too much.
You think?
Diddly down. Oh, every morning.
This is
Holy
painful.
shit.
This
River.
is painful.
That is incredible.
Guess the gyroscope wasn't working. You think?
I think so, yeah. So do we, I believe we are going, it's kind of a touching ceremony they're having for this. This guy's a multimillionaire.
Well, I know there's a huge time difference between here and Germany.
Yeah.
Where I think the funeral is scheduled for today.
And we are going live. I think they've got a musical tribute to this man who owned the
part of the
Segway company.
Part of the memorial here.
Yeah, and we're going live as we speak. We have the.
Why would you do that?
You know what's coming.
They're going live.
They got a bit.
This is hokey.
I don't want to excite you guys, but this bit.
Did they come up with this bit at least, or is it another prep burger bit?
I'm not positive.
What a fanning.
But I will say that this is a song parody. I know you guys love the
Here
song
it comes.
parodies.
You like song parodies?
Boy. Oh, fucking boy.
Memorial here.
Yeah, and we're going live as we speak. We have the satellite set up on the roof, Sully. Here we go. All right. Oh, my goodness. Musical tribute.
We get it.
To the guy who died, the Segway company.
Segway to heaven.
Popular at funerals from
Segway to heaven.
Oh, yeah.
Here it comes.
As you know.
There's a rich guy who's dead, found in a riverbed, and he's riding his Segway to heaven on a winding cliff road where he lost all control. With a splat, he defined the word irony.
Wow.
And he's riding his Segway to heaven. Yes, he's riding his
What are they laughing at?
Segway to heaven.
to heaven.
Oh, there wasn't a dry eye in the house on that
Apparently
part.
not.
Yeah.
They got a big time music budget. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's like everything's boom, boom.
If they
music.
made it, that might be a prep burger bit.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys just fucking, buy bits.
It's Stairway to Heaven is the original.
But it was a two.
Yeah.
They came up with two almost clever lines.
Almost shoehorned in, and
two very obvious lines, I guess.
Yeah.
That were almost clever.
Two lines
and then
that
the song ends.
Right. It's two lines that would substitute where clever lines would go in.
Right. Moving through the first day of Jocktober.
Lamont and Tonelli.
Yeah, Lamont and Tonelli out there in the Bay Area. They talk about Sarah Palin getting booed on Dancing with the Stars. They have a bit.
Yes, they do.
They have a bit.
Yes,
Wow.
So is that their format?
Yes, this is one day.
One day.
This whole thing is one show.
These fuckers are prep burgering their asses off.
Yeah.
We need the help of the rest of the country. Are you hearing these song parodies and these bad bits
Oh,
in
yeah,
your
it's
market?
Other markets.
Because it looks like they just prep burger, man.
Yeah.
Sounds like they're cheering.
Sounds like they're cheering to me.
Yeah.
So why do the cheers turn to boos there? That's what I can't figure out.
Those are pretty good scores, 8 out of 10.
8. Why would they be booing the judges?
Exactly, I don't know.
I don't know if that's proof.
So they're saying it's Sarah. Well, you know what?
There's
we have
a little-
Sarah Palin here.
Oh, we do?
Reacting to this rumor that she was booed on not America's Got Talent.
Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars.
Hey, Sarah.
What?
What are they doing?
What's
They've been at
going
this a long
on?
time. What are they doing? It's uncomfortable.
I don't get this.
Well,
They're
they also
awkwardly trying to get.
and they got those
get
nice
to their
rock
bits.
beds under them while they talk.
They're trying so
Well, we
hard to
had that.
get to the bit.
Right, that's what I mean. You had that.
I lost that battle. I'm like, we don't need fucking rock music behind us while we talk.
Well, technically, you won the battle because you don't have it anymore.
Well, we had to fucking leave the station.
Like they are
They're still doing it that way up
right. They're still doing it. Is what I'm
That's so
saying.
they
They've
can
been in
say-
this business a long time.
That's so they can say the rock stops twice an hour, only stops twice an hour.
Yeah.
So because when you're talking and there's rock music behind you, they consider that you're still rocking.
This is the #1 station for rock in San Francisco.
Terrific.
They told me.
Sam, I don't know if this is good. Someone just punched their radio.
Oh, don't do that. It's just Lamont and Tonelli. If you don't like Lamont and Tonelli, you could call their Lick 'em Wall or Lick Me Wall or whatever it is.
Lick Me Wall, yes.
I like the seamless transition from talking about Sarah Palin into the bed. It's amazing.
That's how you know the
Reacting
conversation
to
was
this rumor that she was booed on not America's Got Talent,
Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars.
Hey, Sarah Palin. So people are still talking about how you were booed on Dancing with the Stars the other night. How do you feel about that?
Well, I don't think that they were...
Boo!
Yeah, anyway, I don't think they were booing me.
Boo! Boo!
What are you doing?
I'm sorry. It's just something that naturally happens. For some reason, I can't control the urge to boo everything you say. Maybe it's because subconsciously I know that everything you say is ridiculous and your mere existence is making the political landscape and the world as a whole a worse place. But I just...
Boo!
What?
I'm sorry. I tend to boo the harsh truth.
There's a whole bunch of boos going on there. Boo!
Yeah, exactly. At least you boo yourself. That's good.
Wow. I am. Yes. Wow.
You know what I realized about radio?
If
you don't talk, it makes you more tired. Like, so if you're sitting there listening to this horse shit,
right?
I'm fucking losing my skull right now.
Yeah, you need a nap, right? We're almost done, Patrice.
No, you don't have to rush.
Oh, we have to rush.
You know, it's enjoyable, but it's just like it's easy listening.
Easy listening.
If I was driving, I'd be dead. No doubt about it.
Let me say hi to Vinny in Whitehall. Vinny.
Good morning, boys.
Hey.
Congratulations. Did anybody else catch their attempt to make the segue bit slightly more legitimate by explaining that the funeral was taking place in Germany, which would explain the time difference? Why were the funeral be at 6 in the morning?
That's the funny right there.
Yeah,
they know.
I didn't even pick up on that. It's very good.
Because then people, I'm sure everybody's thinking, oh, we're going to hear the funeral. Mm-hmm. Then they realize it's a bit. That's funny. They got me again.
All right, I thought they were going live to the funeral because of the time difference.
Oh boy, good job, brother.
The case.
Let me say hi to Jared in Jersey. Jared.
Good evening.
Hey, man.
Hey, what's up? I didn't know whether to cry or to just crash my car right into the ditch. That thing was horrible. The segue to heaven.
Yeah.
You know what's sad? I'm hearing that these guys are #1 too out there.
God.
No, really?
Yeah.
I know. I go to San Francisco all the time, man. I've never been on the show.
Yeah.
I never have you on.
How does that?
They already got Sully.
Yeah, they already got one black.
Yeah, but I'm not fucking there. I'm just there to promote my shit, not fucking, not do silent movies or try to run from ghosts on Abbott and Costello.
Let's go to Mount Sinai. Anthony's on the line. Anthony.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. I'd like to leave a message on the Lick Me Wall.
Go ahead.
I'd like to tell that other guy who said Jocktober is not funny, lick me.
Oh. Wow. Oh, wow.
And
do you have a funny name?
If you called it the punch wall, then I would have to say at the end, punch me.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, right. Instead of.
And they're out of San Francisco, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
No wonder they're calling it the Lick Me Wall.
Oh, see?
Station's called the Bone.
It's the bone. Lick me, the bone.
Lick the bone.
We get it.
Lick my pole.
Yes.
Wow. Lamont and Tonelli, we're almost done, Patrice. Hang in there.
Holy fuck balls.
I know. Could you fucking turn that air conditioner down? I swear to God, I'm in a glacier.
This is the reaction we're hoping for, by the way.
You need fucking...
No, there's
you got osteoporosis, nigga? It's fucking hot.
It's blowing right the fuck on me.
There's old lady limbs over here.
No, I swear.
Are you serious? Come on, man. You can't take that?
If you sat here, it's fucking crazy.
All right. Maybe it's me.
I swear it's crazy.
It's blood pressure.
Jocktober continues with Lamont and Tonelli. They force a conversation about Morgan Freeman's Science Channel show. Guess why?
Why would you force that conversation?
Oh, can I guess?
Yes, you may.
Another bit?
Yes, they have a bit
They
about
got a
Morgan
bit.
Freeman's Science Channel show.
Which they probably got from Prep Burger.
I would assume so.
Or one of the services that is similar to that.
And the moon.
Do the average listeners, I know our listeners know now, A lot of these guys don't even do their own material. They just buy it from a
No
fucking
one
service.
works this hard.
They still think that callers are live.
Yeah.
Right. Most of the time, the callers aren't even live on regular radio.
It's like, why watch Dancing with the Stars anyway?
Yeah.
I mean, watch something educational. Have you ever seen that Through the Wormhole with Morgan Freeman?
What the fuck?
That's right. Literally, the bit that we just heard with Sarah Palin.
Right.
That forced conversation has transitioned into this forced conversation.
But I love the segue. It's perfect. You don't even know that they're changing subjects.
Oh, I know. It's
that
seamless.
takes a talent, by the way.
And if you notice, they are setting up for a bit, so they know they have the bit.
Yeah.
And they know everything, but the guy's got to say, "You watch that show?" And he said, like he's trying to think of it.
Yeah.
That Through the Wormhole. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Like, he knows what the fucking show is.
Even though they know the bit is ready to go.
Yeah, because the bit's ready to roll.
It's in their machine, ready to roll.
Yeah, they downloaded it already, so they know it's ready to go.
Through the Wormhole. That's the one.
I don't know. When I listen to radio, I want to just listen to people talk.
Yeah.
Without all this horse shit.
It's set up, bit.
Yeah.
Set up, bit.
Yes.
Set up, bit. That's their show. This is great.
Hey, why watch Dancing with the Stars anyway?
Yeah.
I mean, watch something educational. Have you ever seen that Through the Wormhole with Morgan Freeman on the Science Channel?
Hey, let me tell you this. I
that's
love
like
those
a
shows.
Space documentary.
I love those
You
shows.
should be watching something like that. Dancing with the
Science
Stars is
Channel and Discovery
like
Channel.
mental chewing gum, those entertainment shows.
Tell you what.
Have something that you're going to get something out of.
Although I will tell you this, I was the last time I saw a promo for that show, I was wondering what kind of wormhole Morgan Freeman was talking about.
Why do you say that? I haven't seen the promos.
Here's the promo for that wormhole show with Morgan Freeman.
The universe is endless, and her deepest wonders can be reached through an intro.
Are you doing Token Black or Patrice O'Neal?
I'm actually laughing at that damn Morgan Freeman. This motherfucker can't stop dictating fucking anything. He's the king of what's he doing? He's what's the guy that we're looking for? Fucking he won't stop doing that. Well, I'll then go over to Pluto and then on to Uranus. In the outskirts.
The universe is endless, and her deepest wonders can be reached through an entry point called a wormhole. When penetrating her canal into inner space, scientists must think outside the box to plant the space seed for future generations. To help, I got...
Is this a fuck bit?
Yeah, I think it's
double
a
entendre fuck bit.
Wormhole.
Why don't they go with the
would
black
be
hole?
A fuck hole.
Wormhole.
Fucking Morgan is funny enough without he's just funny.
You could just play it.
Oh,
wouldn't the bit be the black hole?
Wormhole.
Gotta keep it safe.
Gotta keep. I mean, black hole is. Plus, they don't want to offend Sully.
He's the black.
They want to keep him laughing.
Future generations. To help, I got my worm and headed into every hole in the galaxy, going in and out of every star in the night. I penetrated the wormhole into Andromeda, Venus, and even poked my head into Orion, in the spot just below his belt. Just a tip. And when we return, I'll show you how much pleasure you can find in a wormhole with nothing but your naked eye. I'm Morgan Freeman, going through the wormhole with my Morgan organ.
There you go.
He's got to get that in there.
I was wondering how we were going to get that in.
Morgan's just funny.
Oh my god.
He's funny without any help when he's just narrating his horse shit.
His horse shit.
I think that was a bit forced.
What
Yeah,
was?
yeah.
The Morgan Freeman thing?
I
double
get it.
entendre fuck
yeah,
bit.
we kind of got it right away.
The wormhole. You hear the part about Orion's belt? Right under the belt. That's the crotch.
Yeah, or asshole.
Is that
Or
the dick and
asshole.
balls or is it the pussy? Who was
Orion.
fucking who was fucking what?
Malls.
Look at these idiots.
Why would you drive your car into a...
That's why I love my SUV.
What's wrong with people?
I drive right through that shit.
I know there's a lot of water out there, but why would you just drive into water?
Are they made for shit like that, SUVs?
Oh, yeah.
To a point.
I drove through something nasty this morning.
This morning, I was going through fucking lakes. It's great. Yeah, they just shown on the news because we were getting some real nasty weather here in New York, some flooded roads, and people like in a Prius trying to drive through a 5-foot deep fucking puddle.
A puddle.
A puddle.
Does this mean we have a bit coming up about Priuses?
I'd like to tell you that Prius made it through the puddle, but things like that don't happen in real life.
This guy wants to say hi real fast. His name is Mr. McCracken.
Oh, great.
Mr. McCracken, how are you, sir? Welcome to the
Hello.
Opie and Anthony Show.
Hello, Mr. McCracken.
McCracken.
Oh, yeah, this is Mr. McCracken.
I love when you call up Mr. McCracken, but my memory for names. What's your first name?
Norman.
Norman McCracken.
I got nothing. Punch it out.
But that's perfect.
I wish everybody would call their show and do that.
Norman McCracken.
Norman McCracken. Norman McCracken.
Norman McCracken.
Now I just wanted.
Jocktober Day 1 continues with a look at Lamont.
Holy
and
ass
Canelli.
fuck.
It doesn't stop. We're almost there. We're almost there, Patrice. Hang in there.
Holy ass fuck.
We're almost there.
Holy
We're almost
shit.
there.
And holy balls, dick.
We're almost there.
Jesus. Fucking fuck.
This is the reaction we're looking for, by the way.
For the record, I didn't even listen
Yeah.
to the last hour or so of their show.
Why?
So this is literally, they just go bit, music commercials. Bit, music commercials.
When do they talk to each other, by the way?
This is it.
Oh, they finally talk to each other?
No. Well, they've been talking to each other.
Not really.
Setting up bits.
Set up bits.
Not really. Time to talk about movies.
Oh, yeah.
Opening up this
All right.
weekend.
Pop culture.
Gotta let everybody know what movies are opening this weekend.
Sure you do, certainly.
Why
yes.
are we playing this?
Yes.
That seems like a normal thing to do with the radio show.
Social Network got 4 stars by everybody.
Really? Oh, yeah, that movie's going to be huge.
Supposed to be big
Really?
time.
Oh,
Look,
yeah.
this conversation sounds interesting and everything.
Oh, sorry.
But Lamont and Tonelli have their very own movie reviewer. And
Wow.
it's pre-recorded.
Oh, great.
And there's production elements.
So you gonna hit any movies this weekend?
Thinking of it.
Yep.
You know, there's a
know it's
few
your-
opening up.
Oh, hold on, Anthony. I'm sorry, but Mr. Kaholic.
Mr. Kaholic is calling?
believe it.
Mr. Kaholic? Hello.
Hello.
How are you today? You know, I just, my God, I'm so bad with names, even though you call a lot. Mr. Kaholic, I need to know, what's your first name, Mr. Kaholic?
Sid.
What?
What?
Sid Kaholic.
And he doesn't understand what the point of the bit is.
The point of the bit.
No, it's working out perfect.
Of course it is.
Everybody should call Lamont and Tonelli's Lick Me Wall.
So you gonna hit any movies this weekend?
Thinking of it.
Yep.
You know, there's
I
a
know it's
few
your
opening up.
Weekend activity.
Yeah.
Boy, you're an active guy.
Opening nationally this week, Case 39. You know that?
Nope.
Let Me In is another one.
Nope.
You never heard of these?
No.
And The Social Network.
I've heard of that one.
Okay.
Isn't that about Facebook or something like that?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
And luckily we have Bubba reviewing these movies.
Hey, it's Bill Clinton.
Oh, no.
The greatest part about what just happened was Opie turned off the CD player thinking the bit was just starting when they said Bubba, but they snuck in, hey, it's Bill Clinton, and
Right.
his face just sunk when they said, hey, it's Bill Clinton.
Did you notice I tried to pull out my own eyes?
Yeah, you went, oh, no.
Even though I should have tried to pull out my ears.
Oh, God.
I actually went for my eyes.
Yeah. It's just initial. You just want to inflict pain on yourself. That's all it is.
Enough.
But what is really frustrating is that these guys don't even talk to each other. And then one guy doesn't even know that all the movies that are coming out.
They're talking about movies just
They
now.
weren't talking about anything right there. They just wanted to get to their bit again.
What? No, they were talking about movies.
Why don't they have a
Just wanna
conversation
get
about
to
the
their
movies
bit.
that are coming out and then get to the dumb bit?
Because they need to make time for the bit and the songs that they have to play.
Oh.
And then,
The wormhole.
and we go on and on.
It never ends.
My God.
Hold on a minute.
Tonelli and Lamont. And then Fred Sanford called Lamont a big dummy. And Lamont said, Daddy, you're wrong. Don't call me big dummy.
When Aunt Esther came in, Lamont welcomed her, but Fred did not.
Called her a fish-eyed fool.
Excuse me, but Mr. Balls is checking in.
What?
And when he checks in, we go right to him every time. Mr. Balls in Jersey?
Hey, good morning, guys. What's going on?
Hi, Mr. Balls. How are you today?
I'm doing great. We're just rolling up the Jersey Turnpike, playing in the rain.
Great. Is this the Mr. Ball? Which Mr. Balls is this? What's your name, sir?
Oh, come on. I call in all the time. You guys know. Jim Balls.
Oh, Jim Balls.
I'm so funny, I'm going to hit a goddamn brick.
Yeah, you should.
Oh, my God.
Jim Balls.
Hey,
He's Jim Balls.
Haywood in Florida.
Oh,
what do you got
Haywood.
today? Haywood?
Haywood's great. Hey, Haywood, one thing that's always, you call all the time, Haywood. We love having you. But, you know something? I don't know your last name at all.
It's Jablomi.
That's not it.
Would you?
Haywood Jablomi?
Did he fuck it up a little
Another man that did not understand the bit.
Let's say hi to Sofa King in New York. Sofa King.
Hey, I hear you guys are looking for some furniture. I have some great deals. They're so fucking good. Boo.
That's funny. Oh, you just said fuck. Comedy's hard, huh, motherfucker? That's just your fucking shit is hard.
Comedy's hard.
All day you've been thinking about this, you motherfucker. And then he bombed.
You know what? You're not going to believe this, but Mr. Manila is checking in. Mr. Manila.
Yes.
How you doing today?
Why are you calling the show, Mr. Manila?
I'm a big fan, first-time caller.
Right. Well, let us get to know you a little more. What about your first name?
Fred.
Fred Manila. It's Fred Manila. This is so stupid. This really is stupid.
What?
But if you had a rock bed and a catchy name for it,
I know.
you got your first hour.
We can learn from these guys.
Exactly. Yeah, we can.
Maybe we'll get a better contract next time.
Sure.
Pick up some tips from these hacks.
This is the kind of stuff.
All right, well, let's get into the movie reviews with, Bill Clinton.
And luckily we have Bubba reviewing these movies.
Hey, it's Bill Clinton with this week's movie reviews. First up, Case 39. Renee Zellweger stars as a family social services worker who gets caught up in the demonic case of a mysterious, troubled young girl. I give this movie a B+. Man, I love me some troubled girls trapped in the foster care system. Starved for appreciation. They'll give it up every time. I know, I'm bad. Also playing Let Me In. A lonely 12-year-old boy befriends the strange new girl who's moved into his building, only to discover that she's a vampire who lives in secrecy with her guardian. I give this a D. Vampire movies are like the cornflakes of a Hollywood grocery store. Enough already. And lastly, The Social Network. Jesse Eisenberg stars in the fictitious story of Mark Zuckerberg, whose billion-dollar idea became a revolution in communication. Great film. I give it an A. You know what I'd do if I became a billionaire? The same shenanigans I did last night, except on a daily basis. Go ahead, check the Urban Dictionary for a drippy Clinton. Well, that's it for this week. Until next time, this is Bubba in the balcony saving a seat for you. Right, girls? Hey, girls, let's play The Social Network. I'll be Facebook. Now let me get all up in your personal business. Time for some Mafia Wars.
Dripping Clinton.
What year did this bit come out?
That actually came out 2010.
No. This had to be like
September 30th
in the 90s, right?
September 30th, 2010.
You notice their fake laugh? They can't even really fake laugh.
They're not good at fake laugh.
No, they're having a tough time.
They've had it.
They're just going through the motions.
Just had
give me a pile of bits. We'll force a conversation and play some songs.
We got one more to play as we start off October with Lamont tonight. But first, let me see, Mr.
And 30 more days of Jocktober.
Mr. Hyman in Delaware is checking in. Mr. Hyman.
Good morning, Bubba Boys.
Hi, Mr. Hyman. Where are you from?
I am from Delaware.
From Delaware?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's cool. The Delaware Hymans. I know of a few families named Hyman. Who are you? What's your first name, sir?
I am Edgar.
Edgar Hyman.
Yes, sir.
Oh. All right. Okay. Hi, Edgar Hyman. Pleasure.
Nice to. You just want to say hi, Edgar?
Yeah, call me say hi. I'm checking in.
All right, there goes Edgar Hyman.
Edgar Hyman, just saying hi.
All right, one more, Anthony.
Yeah.
Mr. Hunt. Mr. Hunt checking in.
Finally.
Wow.
Mr. Hunt.
We love when Mr. Hunt calls.
It's been a while.
Good morning, boys. I wanted to congratulate you on another 2 years of satellite radio. It's been a long time since I called, though. You probably don't remember me.
Yeah.
I do remember
we used to be
you.
on first-name basis with you.
It was never just Mr. Hunt.
Yeah, could you refresh our memory?
Yeah, what's your name?
You guys usually call me Steven.
Stephen Hunt.
Right.
That's right. Okay.
Right. Now it's all coming back to me.
It sure is. And thank you for the congratulations.
Yes, Stephen Hunt.
All right.
Steve Hunt.
Oh, my God.
One guy just writes really angrily, he better fucking say Buster. You can just feel the anger. That instant feedback.
People are so mad that they're not saying the right name.
What are you talking about?
They're very angry.
Steve Hunt just called.
Steve Hunt called. They're angry. They didn't want Steve Hunt.
Edgar Hyman.
Edgar Hyman? Who is he?
Let me say hi to Mr. Dickens in Pittsburgh. Mr. Dickens.
Oh, no. How you doing, boys?
Pretty good, Mr. Dickens.
Wow, Mr. Dickens.
Don't you own a farm or something?
He's got a drink.
I just wanted to invite the guys over. Anytime they're in Pittsburgh, they can come to my my coffee shop for some hot Dickens coffee.
Dickens coffee?
Oh. You know what? I haven't been to Pittsburgh in a while. I might go down there for a Penguins game, and I'll get some coffee from Mr. Dickens.
Some hot Dickens coffee.
People are expecting a joke, and it becomes a mundane conversation.
Don't ruin it.
Dickens coffee.
Hot Dickens coffee.
Hot Dickens coffee.
I like mine black.
Oh, stop.
A big black Dickens coffee.
A cup of hot black Dickens coffee.
Yeah. Finally, the last clip from Lamont Tonelli.
God.
I honestly, you want to beat these guys up, but I just feel bad for them. They probably had a talk show, and they are just another show that had to be told to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You think they were ever edgy?
I really don't know.
Well, they seem to have horrible senses of humor, so that probably didn't add to it.
That didn't help.
No. It's a Do You Favor Thursday.
Yeah, that's Do You Favor Thursday.
Do You Favor Thursday.
Yeah, you do you a favor.
Is it they do a favor, or do you like Thursday? Like, hey, do you favor Thursday over the other days? Or?
No, it's like doing you a favor, but said quickly. Do you a favor.
Do you favor Thursday?
Like, I'm going to do you a favor.
I can't
do it.
No,
You're finished.
I'm so done. This is what Jocktober's supposed to do: drain you of your life force,
beat you into the ground.
Yeah, just pound you into the fucking pavement.
That's what's going on.
People are just typing cider as angrily as they can.
No, it's Dickens coffee.
There's exclamation points. It's all caps.
Yeah.
A big cup, too.
Yeah. I like hot. I like a little cream in my Dickens coffee.
Oh, no. Calm down there, you.
Right.
Coffee.
Dickens coffee.
Mr. McCracken in New Hampshire. This is the second McCracken we've talked to today.
It's the other Mr. McCracken.
Yeah, it must be.
Oh, this must be the other one.
Morning, sir.
Hi. I guess your brother called earlier. Which one is this?
This is Douglas.
Douglas McCracken.
Douglas McCracken.
Wow, okay.
The name my mama gave me.
The name his mama gave him.
That was great. I don't want to break down the wall too much, but the name almost makes sense. That's what I love about it, too.
Douglas McCracken.
You have to say
Like,
Douglas.
If it was Doug, it would work.
Kind of
work. Doug McCracken.
But it's Douglas. Just wrong on every. It's just totally wrong. There's nothing funny about it.
Nothing. Oh.
It's just frustrating.
It's very frustrating to listen to this.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
let me really fast, because we haven't heard from him in a while. Mr. Freely is checking in.
Hey, this is Irvin. How y'all doing?
Oh, I wonder what his middle initial is.
Tom.
What? IT Freely?
IT, yes, that's me. I just wanted to say...
Wait, your middle name starts with a T.
His first name starts with an I.
Yeah.
But his middle name is T.
IT Freely.
Hi, IT Freely. Jesus. All right, let's go to it's a Do Your Favor Thursday.
Do Your Favor Thursday.
And you're not gonna believe this, Ant.
Why?
This will lead to a bit.
No way.
Yes.
Lamont, Patrice is just like, his eyes are closing. Oh, this is so bad.
I don't know what I need right now. Like,
I know. I'm exhausted.
I'm not hungry, but I'm fucking fading away fast.
Something.
Shit.
Chance to win those tickets coming up within the next 26 measly minutes. More chances to win every Do Your Favor Thursday. Boy, I'll tell you, in this economy, you got to really hand it to our sales department. Mm-hmm. And I like the fact that we're giving a lot of local businesses breaks.
Sure.
So here's a company that if you've ever tried, and I know, Sully, I know that you, and of all people, have tried their products. Mm-hmm. You're a big proponent of this.
Oh, sure.
The Man Company.
Oh, yeah.
And their I believe, dairy products.
Mm-hmm. Sully's been promoting these products for years.
So let's get a promo for them on. Okay?
All right.
Hi, I'm Steve Mann of Man Foods. You know, the products with our MANN label.
Could you fill me in? I swear to God, I haven't been listening for the last 45 seconds.
Oh. Well, it was a Do Your Favor Thursday.
Right.
And then for no reason in particular,
right,
they decided to thank the sales staff for getting sponsors.
Okay.
And then they said this is one of the commercials of one of the sponsors.
Okay.
Mann's Food Company.
And I noticed they made a point of saying it's MANN.
Yes.
Because something will probably come up where if it was MAN, it would probably get them in trouble.
Yeah, wow.
I'm just thinking.
It's a problem.
Pour them on, okay?
All right.
Hi, I'm Steve Mann of Man Foods. You know, the products with our MANN label. Heck, we spread Man products all over the shelves of your local grocer. And you can trust that everything released from Man is ready to consume, because we would...
This is a Dickens Siders bit.
That's right.
No, Dickens Coffee. Don't get it right. Get it right.
Is this a splooge bit?
Yeah, it is.
I
mean,
think it's splooging all over the fucking
talking
supermarket?
about coming everywhere.
Yeah, I wish you guys wouldn't have jumped to the punchline like that, because
It's kind of a stretch, don't you think?
Well, this thing goes on for a little while, so
I bet it does.
So it's unfortunate that you guys already are at the end.
I have to apologize in advance, but he gives us such great phone calls. I just want to say hi really quickly to Craven.
Craven
from Cleveland. We all know Craven. Hi, Craven. How are you, buddy? It's been a while.
I think everybody knows,
man. Wow. You know something?
Congratulations, guys.
Oh, thank you. A lot of congratulations coming in today.
Craven, there's something I actually want to send you here. I have your address, but I don't have your last name.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, you don't remember. It's Craven Morstead.
Morstead.
Craven Morstead. All right. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
We'll be sending out those Opie and Anthony T-shirts right away.
Yeah.
To Craven Morstead.
Craven Morstead.
I can't. Patrice is taking a walk.
Patrice has to just walk around because he's nodding off.
He's stretching.
He's got to walk.
You want to take a loop?
Huh?
You want to take a loop?
I'm just going to walk in the circle.
I was so glad. I haven't heard from Craven Morstead in
gosh,
so long.
You can mail him that thing now.
Yeah, I can mail him that thing that I have his
Do you
last
guys know
name.
Mr. Gazina?
Gazinia?
Mr. Gazinia.
Oh, Mr. Gazinia.
Oh, it's Gazinia?
Mr.
Yeah.
Gazinia.
Oh, yeah. I remember him.
I
remember his
him.
first name, I think.
I think I remember this guy.
I bet everybody does.
Hey, Mr. Gazinia.
Morning, boys. How are you doing today?
From Atlanta, right?
Great.
Yes, from Atlanta.
All right, I remember you.
I want to
Yeah.
congratulate you on another 2 years of wonderful satellite service.
Thank you,
sir.
Mr. Gazinia. I apologize. I'd like to introduce you to the rest of the guys here, but I did forget your first name, Mr. Gazinia.
Sure, it's Albert.
Albert Gazinia.
Yeah,
All right.
Albert.
Well,
Now you can
Albert,
introduce him.
yeah, Danny's here, and Sam, Travis, Patrice is asleep, and of course Opie's here, and me, Anthony.
I just spit up
Albert
phlegm.
Gazinia.
Albert. Jesus.
Pleasure.
It's been a
All right, I'll
while.
punch it out.
Bye, man. Bye. Oh, wow. Never seen more capital words in my life. I'm guessing if you
Yes.
Albert.
Albert.
Trust that everything released from man is ready to consume, because we wouldn't put anything in our mouths if it didn't come from a man outlet. And right now, if you're looking for some of the best stuff to come out of man this week, try our man butter, our man cream, and even our man yogurt. Man products. When your body is asking for something good, nothing is more satisfying than having a man inside you.
Also this week, check your produce section to find the freshest man juices, firmest man pickles, or your old favorite, man salty nuts.
So you've had some man butter before?
Yes. That's the black guy. He said yes.
Aw, damn.
That's Sully.
Yes.
He's just laughing because it sounds like jism.
Does it?
It's
such a stretch.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah. I
angry.
really didn't get it. It was a little too subtle.
Well, there was the firm pickles. There was the fresh juice.
Right.
There was the salty nuts.
Yeah.
It was like balls, testicles, and semen.
Yeah. It was.
And I'm sorry, penis, testicles, and semen.
That was a clobber you over the head with a sledgehammer cum joke.
Yes.
Oh.
That's a real radio show.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Yep. That's one show. All that's pulled from one show. It's not the podcast section. It's not, here's a list of the bits we've done in the last month.
How great would it be
to just do that show?
to just do that show?
Just down.
So fucking
You just
easy.
gotta, Opie, wow, you see the traffic out there?
Yeah, I have.
A lot of cars and
Yep,
stuff.
sure.
And the rain,
Lot
I
of
might
rain.
have to actually get a new car. I don't know where to go. Maybe this dealership could help. Welcome to Clean Motors. You want a clean Taurus? All right, and all day long. That's
Yeah.
all you'd have to do.
Just download bits from the internet.
Oh, it'd be fantastic.
The real Mr. Hunt, very pissed off
Oh,
that someone
shit.
was making believe that they were him.
I thought that wasn't his real
it
first
didn't
name.
sound like him.
Yeah.
We all know the real Mr. Hunt is from Ohio. Hi, Mr. Hunt.
How you
Why do they
doing?
make fun of? Because of my name.
Thank God. I just want to confirm that this is the real Mr. Hunt by asking what your name is.
It's Mr. Hunt.
Yes.
Right.
But what's your first name, sir?
Bonnie.
Donnie?
Donnie.
Bonnie.
Say Bonnie, but Bonnie would be a girl's name.
Bonnie.
We already said you're Mr.
Already is a-
Hunt.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
And
it's
that
bit
ends
record.
that
Yeah,
fucking
thank
bit.
you.
Thanks,
Oh,
buddy. We were having a good time with that.
Well.
We could have at least done another 10 minutes with that.
Wish Mike would have called.
Yeah, well, I bet everybody does.
I know. It really is
point,
annoying
yeah.
when Mike doesn't call.
Yeah, we just had Edgar and
Yeah.
a whole bunch of people calling.
It was Edgar Hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gazinia.
Yeah.
See, a great ending to that.
Dickens
would have been
Coffee.
The real Mr. Hunt going, I don't want to give you my first name because, I don't want anyone bothering me.
Yeah.
And we never get the first name.
But he said Bonnie instead.
Bonnie
some reason.
Hunt.
There already is a Bonnie Hunt.
I know.
She has a show.
I know.
That wasn't her.
I know. All right, Sam, I think October's off to a great start.
Oh, it certainly
I
is.
really do.
Patrice is asleep in the corner.
I really do. I really do.
Yeah. It's going to go on all month long.
Oh,
So,
God.
could you give us a hint at who we're looking at Monday?
Well, I've been spanning the globe. Right here in New York, there's some shows. In Detroit, there's some shows. But I think Monday we need to visit somebody that has the female perspective.
Oh,
of things,
see, that's
'cause-
something we didn't get with Lamont and Tonelli. Was
Exactly.
the girl, the whole.
This year, could you do the tough jock? Where he has a
see if we
tough
can find
sounding
like
name.
a
tough
sports
guy.
jock.
Yeah.
No, like a rock jock. That's
Yeah.
a bit on the tough side.
Like
And a
Scorch.
little crazy and edgy. You never know
Scorch.
what's going to happen.
Scorch.
You can send Jocktober suggestions to primetime@SiriusXM.com.
And we will do that. Thank you, Sam Roberts.
Wow.
You doing your show this weekend?
Yes, special delivery will be on live at 9 p.m. Eastern. Right here on The Virus.
Is Dave still a part of that?
Yes.
Nice.
He's.
Tell him I said hi.
I will.
He's doing public radio.
Yes, that's his day job in the mornings. He's a news reader on public radio by his house.
That's his day job?
Yeah, I mean, his night job is just Saturday nights on.
Oh,
but yeah,
okay,
in the mornings, he has a job doing that.
He's a
reading the
news
news.
reader.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we visit him for Jocktober.
Is he any good at it?
I mean, he's just he's reading the news.
Do you play it on
Do you
your
have
show?
any clips of him anywhere? Is it in the system? Like a clip of him?
They might be
reading?
in the system
He
because
probably
Ron
doesn't want
Fez.
to wreck his paying gig, so that's why you're
I
not
would
playing.
like to hear what Eastside Dave, because Eastside Dave is a fucking lunatic.
It's not Eastside Dave. It's David McDonald.
It's David McDonald with
Yes,
the news?
With the news.
You know who I feel really bad for?
Who?
Speaking of news. You know, there's a big star, what's her name? Jennifer Lopez.
Yes.
Big star.
Huge star. She just signed with American Idol.
That's right.
Well, her sister, who's done a little radio here and there,
Oh, yeah.
she's down to reading the news on 880.
Oh, no.
She's a news reader.
Wasn't she on TV for a
Yeah,
while?
she was on TV.
Did a little TV, did a little morning radio.
Linda Lopez?
Yeah.
I heard her on CBS.
What's she look like?
Huh?
What's she look like?
Yeah. No J-Lo.
No. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. You only get one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any clips, Travis? Have you found any?
No, but we think Sex Bagel might have some, so we're trying to.
Oh.
Why are we going back to the Sex Bagel name?
He wants to go back to the name just to make it easier for the listeners to
I
relate
would
to him.
never want to go back to the name
Why would he
Sex
ever
Bagel.
want to go back to Sex Bagel?
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Especially after Jason Ellis started calling him bagel sex by mistake.
Bagel sex makes that's
sex.
completely different.
All right.
Well, you're doing an accent?
That's my Jason Ellis.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Thank you.
That's really good. Patrice is playing Foxwoods next weekend.
Who's that? Who's Patrice? What happened?
Patrice
I'm going into a coma.
Patrice got a stroke.
Patrice?
Yeah, I just need some sugar or something. Somebody give me some orange juice up in this bitch.
I've been through this. You all
I need
right?
some juice.
I don't know. That Jocktober shit is killing me, man. For real.
That was bad.
You need sugar, though, don't you?
I think so.
That was bad.
Get Patrice sugar. If he's saying who's Patrice, this isn't a bit. I know a little something about the diabetes. You all right?
Diabetes.
He's
You know
looking
you
at
ought to
me.
call Liberty
You all right?
for your testing
so, yeah.
supplies.
If you said who's Patrice, though, you need some
I
sugar.
probably need a couple orange juice.
Yeah, I'm not even joking.
him
We
orange
need to get
juice.
Patrice orange juice.
Do you have
I
to
kind of
poke-
know this.
Do you have
this,
to poke
this
yourself? Do you have to poke yourself and test?
Pills and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, to test the shit, yeah.
Yeah, you test.
I don't have it with me, though.
Oh shit.
Do.
All right, we're
That's
going
why
to
I'm
take a
shining
break.
my ring. I don't want to look good.
Come on.
You're even funny when you're going into a fucking diabetic coma. God bless you, man. Funny right to the end. Patrice O'Neill, that's you, Patrice, when you said who's Patrice.
Yes.
Could we play that back, maybe? Patrice is going to be playing the Foxwoods Casino next weekend.
I think Ant made it fucking close to hell and he had that fucking AC turned off.
Oh, yeah. Turn it back on then.
Nah, that's okay.
Now it's a little
Cool
too
him
hot.
off.
Now it's hot, right?
Yeah, just kind of moderate it. Doesn't
This
have to go
fucking
up
Stevie,
full
we
blast.
beat the shit out of him, but this kid hustles. He's the first intern I've ever seen hustle around here. Stevie.
There's some juice.
Stevie, we beat you up a lot, but I got to tell you right the fuck now, that was impressive.
Thank you, sir.
We've never seen an intern actually hustle around here.
Thank you.
Wow, look at how out of breath he is, though.
You all right?
You okay, buddy?
Yeah, I mean, I don't do that all the time. So.
He's Bobby from
Where
King of
did
the
you
Hill.
run?
I went down to the fridge, got his...
Wait, I thought you ran outside and got this.
No, he just
Why are you
ran.
so out of breath for running down the hall?
And he took a chance running down the hall because he can't see shit.
Oh, my God, that would have been great if he just blindsided like Mel or something.
And Patrice is drinking his OJ, so you might have saved Patrice.
Thanks, brother. You might
No
got
problem.
got me out of a spell, my friend.
No problem, man.
All right? Say it was a
Bowed.
pleasure.
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 This
pleasure
kid
to
works
you,
hard,
too,
man. I hope people notice around here. But why would they?
Please.
Yes.
He got the weird Knight Rider eyes, though. Is he albino?
Knight Rider eyes?
Are you albino?
No, we've gone through it. He looks like he's a little funny, but he's not funny at all.
No,
He's
but he has
half
the
blind,
Knight Rider eyes that
But
usually.
he has
they go back
horrendous
and
eyes.
forth.
He has horrendous eyes.
They go back and forth. He's blind, and he's got fucking Gary Shandling
Are you
lips.
blind?
Well, yeah, I'm legally blind.
Are you really?
I can see you though.
Oh man.
Yeah,
like, I'm legally like I can see you, like I see everyone in the room, but just not as well as a normal person.
But Anthony put up fingers the other day, and he can't.
Yeah. How many fingers am I holding up right now?
Oh man.
I have to squint to see. Is it 3?
Oh yeah,
He got it. All right, he got it. All right.
By the way, he's like 5 feet away from me.
I know. Do we have a bit that revolves around the number 3 now?
Yeah.
Huh? See what I did there?
The Montanelli.
Doing a Montanelli.
Yeah.
Let's lead to a bit. Thank you,
say-
Stevie.
No, Stevie, the reason he's out of breath is you should hear what this kid eats for lunch on a daily basis.
Oh man, what?
What do you?
He,
Wait, I want to hear from Stevie.
Stevie?
What do you eat?
Don't lie.
Well, usually, because I'm low on cash, so I just get McDonald's or Burger King for lunch every day.
You're poor, man. That's the only thing you can fucking eat.
Damn.
I'm starting to believe that's
Oh,
true.
what do you get there?
Okay, well, like on a normal, like what day should I
Like the
just-
last Burger King.
Okay.
The two.
What do
Okay,
you
I went
get,
to
like
Burger
a
King.
salad or a wrap?
Well, I'm not really a salad or a wrap guy
He
per
eats a
se.
fucking burger because burgers cost $1.
Yeah.
So he eats burgers, big stupid burgers, right?
Big
Yeah.
stupid burger.
Well, they got
Yeah, man.
the two long chicken sandwiches for $4. I get those, and I get a Whopper.
You get 2 of them?
Wait, you get
Well, because you get 2 for $4.
Yeah, 2 for
Oh.
One is $3.29 or
Oh,
some
well,
shit.
fuck
wait,
that.
wait. This is one lunch.
Yes.
Wait, what is he? What did he order so far?
So I get 2 chicken sandwiches for $4, and then I get 1 Whopper. But some days they have 2 for 1, so I look out on the Whopper days they have.
Wow.
So sometimes I get 2.
Do you cut down on the chicken when you get 2 Whoppers?
No, the more the merrier. That's what I always say.
And
That's what you always say?
I still love those.
I
chicken
always
sandwiches.
say Stevie's
God, I used to love that
retarded.
shit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Anyway.
what else?
and
what else
and
loves?
sometimes I get like a chicken nugget or 2, like the four pieces.
Yeah.
Like I'll get like 2 of those if I have enough, or
All
1.
this together.
All the
Shit. How come some people your heart goes out to and others you can care less? Like,
You don't care?
Your heart's going out to this
This
kid.
kid, I don't know what it is with this kid. It's like it's just,
We know
he's truly sad.
because his father never loved him.
yeah.
His father beat
Is
him.
it? Maybe I
Yeah.
see it.
Father beat him up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's something I don't. It's
No, I mean,
like this kid
sir-
is like Bobo does nothing for me.
No,
yeah, Bobo,
you
we could.
want to pound Bobo over the
Yeah,
head.
and we almost want to hug Stevie. Almost.
So it's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck
Bobo,
it is.
whatever. Stevie,
I want to tease him because he's so teasable, but it's like.
Well, we got to do that anyway. We got a radio show to do.
But you know, some people, you think it's fit because we pound each other all day, so it's
Yeah.
like. This kid is legitimately a high school shooter or a fucking like you just see him fucking doing bad things just because people are gonna be in his ass.
Yeah, forever.
Like my heart went out to this kid, the Rutgers kid. Shit don't faze me, but when I heard that Rutgers, I'm like, what the fuck, man?
That was pretty
That
shitty.
hurt my heart. The cruelty sometimes. And this kid reminds me of like somebody I like to see. Like what's that movie? My Bodyguard. Like I just would love to see somebody hang out with him and just beat up other people
And beat
like
up
him
people
that fuck with him.
That fuck with him.
Yeah, it's something, and he can't fucking see, and
His glasses are
breathing,
busted up.
a
Look at
mess.
his busted glasses.
He has
and
some
shit.
type of health. Is any other health besides the?
Look at his busted ass
The
glasses.
blindness. Are
Don't
you
get me
are you healthy other than the bad eating and the blindness? You okay?
Well, no, I mean, like, I have like OCD, but yeah, I'm pretty.
No, I don't mean like horse shit. I mean, you're all right.
What's your OCD?
We discussed. Didn't we discuss this?
I don't
What
know.
is it? It's
I like. I don't know. It's like kind of like a germophobic thing. Like I have to wash my hands.
Oh, right. He
all the time.
washes his hands a lot. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's a
We should make him
virgin.
touch dirty things all day.
He's a virgin, too.
Just to get him.
Patrice.
Of
Never been
course.
laid.
That's fucking.
I don't know.
That's
It goes without
redundant almost.
saying, really.
How old are you, my friend?
19.
Now, you've never come close. One of these little creeps, these girls. There's so many creepy little dumb girls.
Creepy little dumb
They're
girl.
all over the place. They're not fat, but they're always chubby, and they're always they dye their hair black. Those little messes. You know,
the emo chicks.
See, he got pride too because he fucking calls them those little pieces of shit.
That's what he just said.
He don't want them fucking fall. He don't want to resort to those pieces of
He's
shit.
got standards.
He got standards. I would never fuck one of those slimy bitches.
That's great.
But you should though, my friend.
Next time we get DL Hughley in here, he'll get you laid. He does that for us.
Oh, okay.
What, you don't like black people?
No.
Boy.
I never.
You're not fully white though.
Yes, I am.
Are you?
Yeah.
What's your
He got
nationality?
a Sam face on him a little bit. He got Sam in him a little.
It's the Larry Sanders
It's
lips.
the lips.
Yeah.
I think it's Eskimo.
I'm my
Part
mom's
Eskimo?
side. On my mom's side, I'm Irish and Polish, and on my dad's side, I'm Italian and Austrian Jew. But I'm not. I don't. Follow the Jewish religion. I'm
You're
just
a wreck.
Yeah. I'm a mutt.
All right, Stevie. Thanks for getting up.
How many of your mothers take it? How many of your mothers take the screw light bulb? Can't even get it out. How many of your mothers?
How many of your mothers?
Yeah, what am I doing? Anyway.
All right.
I want to tease this kid badly, but look at him.
Patrice, now that you're back with us with the orange juice thing, you got to hear this really fast. Ready for this? This is you, just a minute ago.
Okay.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Thank you.
That's really good. Patrice is playing Foxwoods next weekend.
Who's that? Who's Patrice?
Who's that? Who's Patrice? I was like,
I don't know what happened for a second. It was happening during that fucking bit, I'm telling you. I was just like, what's going on here?
what is that?
That
Lamont and Tonelli fucking put Patrice in a state.
Into a diabetic coma.
Into like some kind of
I haven't been like that in forever, dude.
That diabetes is a motherfucker. My brother suffers with that. Well, my brother has done that, where he just taps out in front of everyone, and we're like, oh my god, he's in another place. It's horrible.
That is.
And it's starting to happen to Patrice right there. All right, we'll break. Jim Jeffries joins the program next. But what happened?
Thank you.
All you Jägermeister, Slayer, Megadeth, and Anthrax fans? All right, hey, yeah. If you're one of those fans, call in right now for a chance to win 2 tickets to the Jägermeister Music Tour. I hear Florentine is doing some stuff on the Jägermeister Tour. He's tweeting about it. Not open to listeners in Canada, California, Washington State, Tennessee, Virginia, or Utah. All winners must be over 21. So we got a couple tickets right now to a random caller. Phone number's on the pad data, I guess. Thumbs up. All right, Patrice at Foxwoods next weekend, and Jim Jeffries joins the show next.
The Opie and Anthony Show. 866. That's 866-969-1969. Sirius XM. The virus. Yeah, this is the Opie and Anthony Show.
That's pretty cool. I had to ask Danny. That's Primus.
Oh.
Got another.
It's old school.
That's old?
Yeah.
What was the hit off that album?
Probably Too Many Puppies. That's off of Frizzle Fry. That's the title track, Frizzle Fry.
You people go back to where you came from. It's track 3.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Prime is playing the Walmart Theater.
Are we getting Primus in here?
We can get less. I think we should get less.
Weren't we trying to get less in here?
We've been offered Claypool.
We're trying to get him, right,
I think
Travis?
we should definitely get Claypool.
Thumbs
He's
up.
Great.
What's Primus?
It's a band. They do the South Park
Why no
theme
one's got a
song.
big brown beaver?
My name is Mud. John the Fisherman.
Got to catch up on the Primus.
Wait, you know some Primus.
Nope.
I've done any Primus.
What was their biggest hit?
Either My Name is Mud or Jerry Was a Race Car Driver.
Yeah, let's go with...
My name is Mud.
Yeah, let's go with My Name is Mud. See if you know it.
They play like Guara music.
He just slaps at that bass nicely.
Les
Got a very
Claypool
unique
plays the
sound.
slap bass and...
Never got too deep into Primus, but like their stuff.
Okay.
You got that for him, Travis? Sorry. This one?
I need some more orange juice. I'm sorry, man.
Do you really need more orange juice?
Is that just putting you into a coma again?
This is getting me.
All right,
Should
we
switch it up? Let's try something else. It's very eclectic, Primus, and it's very acquired.
This is better than Billy Squire.
Look, and I'm not going to argue.
Not
I'm just saying
everybody wants you.
this commercial for them is not. That wasn't a good commercial.
Well, they don't need a commercial from us. They got their followers.
No, for me. I mean, I'm trying to know. I'm trying to understand.
You never heard that song before?
I've never fucks no.
You know the South Park theme, right?
Yes.
That's
Primus.
That's
Primus.
It's everybody.
My
Primus.
friend of mine. Yeah. All right. That's
band.
Primus?
Yeah.
Well, fucking.
Yeah, but that's not saying it to me
All right,
either.
turn
Because I
down the
wouldn't
Primus.
listen to the South Park song in my car.
Stevie just ran again. Every time you say orange juice, this kid is running to the kitchen. You got
freshly squeezed.
When
Thank
does
you,
it
bro.
go from helping your diabetes to making your diabetes worse?
I can't. I'm not going to drink these two. I just was fucking around because I needed that, though.
Well, throw me one then.
Here you go, bro.
Thanks.
Hey, Jim Jeffries, how are you, sir?
I'm good, thank you.
How was Caroline's last night?
It was great. Yeah, it was great. Nice crowd. Yeah.
Good crowd?
Yeah.
No drinking?
No drinking. No drinking.
I remember you at Caroline's, man. You knew how to fucking drink after, before, during.
Yeah. No, I walked. It's very boring, though. After the gig, I finish and just people invite me out somewhere. And I'm like, no, I got to go.
Go be boring.
Oh my God! Right.
I'm masturbating a lot in like the hotel room, like a stupid amount.
You're never gonna make it.
Yeah.
You're never gonna.
But yeah, it's
Because you were always good for fucking getting toasted, hammered after a show.
Every show. Yeah.
You know what? You could go back to your roots. I'm thinking. Do a little opera.
Yeah. That's gonna happen.
Get the opera thing back.
It's gonna. I'm gonna start skateboarding. So.
Were you a skateboarder too?
No, I just want to get good at something to piss off Jason Ellis.
Oh.
No, I don't know.
I thought you guys are
no,
all right
I'm only joking. Look, I am enjoying the waking up in the morning and not wanting to kill myself. So, you know, it swings and roundabouts, isn't it?
Yes, that's good.
Yeah.
It's probably a good thing.
Yeah. All right. Caroline's all weekend long. Jim Jeffries. 212-757-4100.
Just see the show and don't hang out with him afterwards.
By the way, I want to thank Jim Jeffries personally for stepping up yesterday because me and Ann certainly didn't.
No, neither
with
of
the
you
Jason
did.
Ellis bid with the shock collar.
What was he doing bringing in shock collars for anyway?
Yeah, shocking.
But then it was like when he goes, if you don't have the shock collar, then I get to hit you with a bamboo stick. And you're like, no, I don't remember any of these things.
How about the choice of none?
Yeah, none.
I want a choice of none of these things.
But he's, you know, but there's also that thing when I meet a big guy like that, where I worry if I say no to him that he might beat the shit out of me. And what I got to tell myself is, you go, hang on, that's against the law. He can't do that.
Yeah, he can't just start beating the shit out of you.
Yeah, like if he did that, he'd be arrested like every day.
Yeah,
So you just go, when he says, can I hit you with a bamboo stick? You go, no.
And then he can't.
Then he can't.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful fucking system.
It's called the law, yeah. It works pretty well.
I think I could have taken a hit with the stick, but we weren't supposed to hit anybody. And the funny thing is, in the video, there's a bit, you see Danny's screen where it says, don't hit anyone, as Stevie's hitting Ellis with the fucking stick at the end of the video.
I knew that wouldn't get us.
No, but you're allowed to hit Jason, aren't you? Because it's his stick.
It's his stick.
You should be able to be hit in this world with any of your own possessions.
Yeah,
that's a good
especially
point.
if you don't care.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That looks like Huntington.
It's like that whole thing when if you're with a chick who likes it a bit rough in bed, so you have like a safety word because she wants to keep going, rape me. And
Right,
and
yeah.
when she says no, you meant to keep going, so she might have a safety word like peach or something.
Yeah, that way.
Makes you stop. But the problem with the safety word thing is if you choke her and she passes out, the safety word is null and void. Like it just goes out the window. I've had that where I'm choking a girl and I'm fucking her and her eyes will roll back in your head and you go, oh, I'll ease off on this one.
Really?
So, yeah, I had this girlfriend who I never hit. But one time I was laying in bed and her mother always hated me. And I swear to this day, I had a nightmare like I was fighting with someone and I punched her in the face in my sleep. Bang! Punched her in the face. She woke me up and she had a black eye. And I'm like, people aren't going to believe this. Right? People are going to think that I just punched her regularly. Right?
Yeah.
So her mum didn't believe it, but we told her the story, and she sort of said that she believed it, but she didn't believe it. Now, this girl also liked to, when you're fucking her, she liked you to choke her. around the neck.
That's so fucked up.
Now, one time I choked her so hard she had a thumb mark and all these fingerprints down the side of her thing, right? Now the punch I could play off as I was having a nightmare and I punched the girl. But then when the mum saw the bruise marks around the neck, you can't go, I tell you what, your daughter likes it like a slut. She likes it really hard and really horrible.
And loves being choked.
And that's explaining that one.
Yeah.
I've never done it to her in anger.
You can't. I don't get the choking.
I quite like it now. There's weird things because I didn't like it until I did it to her, and then it becomes a thing for you. It's like I once fucked a chick, and then halfway through she asked me to call her daddy, right? And I stopped because I didn't want that to become a thing.
Wait. She wanted to call you daddy.
No. She wanted me to call her daddy. No. She started calling me daddy.
Okay, yeah, because that's what you said at first. It's like, why would she?
No, she started calling me daddy, and I went, no, shut up. Don't do that. Because you only ever hear that in like comedy type of situations, to call me daddy or something like that.
That's fucking stupid.
But that's a girl who's been molested, right?
I would assume.
Who are always the best fucks?
Any kind of baggage is usually good for sex. Any kind of childhood trauma, sexual abuse, abandonment.
Oh, the amount of uncles I should thank in this world.
Yeah. It's any kind of something bad in the childhood usually makes for good, but it makes the girls crazy too. So they have a very short shelf life.
Yes.
Yeah, because they're fucking.
You can't go out with them.
Shit crazy, as I like to call them.
You can't have them as girlfriends.
Yeah, I don't think I've really met more than 2 or 3 girls in my entire life that weren't completely fucking batshit crazy.
No.
Like,
I've met a few who
have
held it in for months.
Yeah.
You know those ones
exactly.
Like
they
a
could
magic
hold
act.
it in, like a magic act. Yeah, they could hold it in for a while, and then they just fucking it comes out,
and they start
you're
coming
like,
apart at the
you're
seams.
Like, what the fuck? How did I
can't
do
hold
this?
it back anymore.
In the same way I've held in my racism for years. No, like you know how like sometimes you're like I'm an abusive guy in a car. Like I'll start swearing at everyone. But on the first 5 dates I don't. I'm letting people in ahead of me.
Oh, right, you don't want to do that the first day in the car.
No.
When you first pick a girl up and you're driving like, you motherfucker, go! You fucking asshole, you made me miss the light.
And also, the way I talk to my parents in reality is something that I hide from women for years.
Really?
Until they sort of get to know me. Where I'm like, shut up, you fat bitch, get out! Still to this day, if I'm staying over there, my mum won't get out, you'll hear me yell, get out of my room! I'm 33 years old!
Get out of my room!
Get out of my room! And my dad's actually suffering from Alzheimer's now. Like, he just got it. And the thing is, I think
Wait. Sorry. Is he suffering or is the family suffering?
No, he just got it.
Oh, okay.
He's only got the onset of it.
Right.
But he could have had it for years. He was always a bit forgetful.
Right.
And this has just been a slow burner.
Okay.
But the thing is, physically fit as fuck, right? Gunter, really fat and unmobile.
Gunter.
Which is your mother.
Yeah. But sharp as a tack in the head. Really smart, right? So together, they're like the ultimate person. They're similar to like Master Blaster from Mad Max 3.
Yeah.
But she just orders him around, he lifts things up, forgets what he's holding, and sort of carries it in. They can't exist without each other, but they hate each other. It's a wondrful sitcom waiting to happen.
Wow, that is it's got to be a little stressful when you go visit.
My parents have never liked each other, but they're such arseholes in general play that they can't make new friends. So they have to sit with each other.
But why don't they just get divorced?
Because I think they're waiting for us to die. I'm not sure. They've never liked each other.
Never.
As far back as you can remember, they never got along?
I've got to have been the last time they fucked. I've got to have been.
That's fucking 30 some odd years ago.
I'll tell you funny story. They went to Hong Kong. No one put this on the internet because they will get in trouble. They went to Hong Kong and my mum, because my brother was working out there, my mum was staying in the hotel, my dad just wandered around at night. And then my dad comes up to me, and obviously because he considers me to be his dirtbag son out of the 3, and he goes, and he's trying to talk like it's normal. He's like, yeah, in Hong Kong they have these just prostitutes everywhere around the street.
Oh,
they're all over the place, and they come up to them, talk to you. I wonder. There's probably a lot of guys there who who have sex with them. And
He's feeling you
and he's
out.
like this. He goes, I wonder if you can get AIDS if you get a blowjob without a condom. How does that work? I wonder, because I bet you people have done that. Get a blowjob.
He's feeling it out.
And I'm there going, I'm not your best gauge. But I'm pretty sure. I was saying to Anthony over here before you came in, I'm going to get my green card, but the next step is, so my lawyer rings up and goes, it looks like you're going to be approved for the green card, right? So I'm like, fucking ace. I go, what's left? He goes, you got to go get a medical test. And so if I got any of the hepatitises or something, I'm not allowed to stay in the country. So this might be the last time I'm on this radio show. No,
Holy shit.
Well, I don't know. I've just never had the test. I'm not looking forward to that. That's got to be a dick day where you're not allowed in the country and you got AIDS.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
You're like, that's a double fuck day. That's it. Like, that's in Dubai. If you go into Dubai as an immigrant, they test you for an AIDS test at the airport. They don't just send you back on a plane. They lock you up in a cell until...
Holy shit, really?
Until it's time for you to leave, and they run other tests and all that type of stuff. You got AIDS going into Dubai because the Arabs are a tolerant bunch.
You been to Dubai?
Yeah,
Have you been there?
Yeah, I've gigged there many times, yeah.
So you've had the AIDS test at the airport?
No, that's if you come in as an immigrant to work there constantly.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I had an AIDS test. Last time I had an AIDS test was in South Africa. And
Jesus,
well, yeah. I banged a bird in South Africa. My girlfriend was flying out like a couple. So I started to panic.
Well, they must grade on a curve down there.
Yeah.
Did you just fucking rub her up?
I did, but it snapped and there was blood and shit. It wasn't.
Oh my god! You fucking so have AIDS. You so have AIDS.
This girl was so fucking skanky as well, and I'm like, but I got any girl who would sleep with me. She's not going to be high grade, right? So I'm there with fucking AIDSy McNeil in bed, just panicking, and she's going, I don't know what you're worried about. I'm completely clean. And so my girlfriend's coming out like a week later. This is like 4 years ago, and I've had an AIDS test since. But anyway, so I go out and I go to the clinic because, you know, over here, like, it might take you a week. You go back for your results, or 2 weeks. I think they're fast now, but it used to be like 2 weeks back then. But in South Africa, 10 minutes because, and I guess that 50% of the people they're walking back to has AIDS, you know, right? So these people are fairly jaded.
Yeah.
And I go in there and I go, I've heard that it can lay dormant for a couple of months. And the doctor was like, that's sort of true. It can do that, but it normally doesn't. He goes, put it this way. He goes, when someone's raped, we check them that day. Right? So I thought, all right, well, that's a positive sort of thing we're talking about here, right? Anyway, so I go and get the test, and the doctor goes off with the bloody blood and does what he has to do. And in that 10 minutes interim, they give you someone who has AIDS to chat to you. And they sit there going, it's not that bad. You know what I mean? Like
Why do they do that?
They're trying to cheer you up because they're assuming you're going to have AIDS.
There's so many people that have it.
Yeah, so they got this person going, it's all right. It's all right. And I'm like,
I look fine.
And I'm panicking, and she goes to give me a hug, and I said, no, just don't, right? I said, but in 10 minutes we might have sex.
Fucking Jeffrey.
Because then she becomes a viable option, doesn't she?
Yeah.
You're like, I don't like you now.
Yeah, I'm sorry I have AIDS. And then it's like, yeah, okay, now we can fuck.
What I think about AIDS at the moment, because I'm carrying a bit of extra weight, there's going to be if I have it in like 5 years' time, I'm going to be like, you know, I could do with that amount of weight loss, not the drastic weight loss. But there must be a middle section of AIDS where you're feeling pretty good about yourself.
where you kind of drop off the weight, but you're not emaciated.
You've got cheekbones and you got fucking abs, and you're like, I'm fucking looking AIDS fit. It's like that. It's like that. I said this on stage last night, but I was just talking and passing. It was like, watch that Barbara Walters documentary where it was about a girl who ages 10 years every year.
Oh, the progeria kid.
The progeria kid, and they talked to that little girl, and you always...
they got that voice like this, and
you
they're
feel
all fucked
horrible
up.
for her. But there's got to be somewhere in that theory that girl would have been a hot 2-year-old. Like when she was in her early 20s. There must
that would have been, because they're not like... Yeah, what do they age like?
10 years a year.
So by the time they're 10, they're fucking...
They're 100.
100, and they're pretty much dead.
They're done.
Yeah.
I always think about kids like that when they go, so do you enjoy school? What's your favourite subject? I love English. And you're just like, take her out of school.
Yeah, that's what we were saying.
Just take her to Disneyland every day. Get her a fucking season pass.
I'm really good at math, but English isn't my strong subject. But I'm learning as a.
So you're good at maths, eh? I bet you know your 10 times table.
That's the saddest disease on planet Earth.
Oh, it's terrible. You're 10 times.
I laugh at Jerry's kids. Those progeria kids.
Progeria kids.
Yeah.
There's only like 10 of them in the whole world.
Yeah.
It's just sad to watch.
It's like a fuck disease, man.
There's a lot of diseases like that. They're so
Lou Holtz looks like he has progeria. He talks like it too, that motherfucker. Put him out of his motherfucking misery.
But it's one of those diseases that there's so few people have it. Could you be asked curing it? It's like, it seems like a lot of you know what I mean?
Like, why? Yeah, why bother?
Well,
Right?
if it's like 1 in every billion kids or million kids or something stupid like that.
That's stupid.
I say that's a better chance than cancer. Fuck cancer. I'm done with it. It's had its time. It's had its time. I was
but we got to have some people. Yeah, you're saying charity work for cancer.
What was this thing? It took over every channel, cancer, recently. Every channel.
Well, it does
Even
does
A&E.
spread quickly.
I mean, it just did something.
Really?
Yeah, everybody.
Big fundraiser. What kind of cancer was it for?
All.
They went all.
Because too many stars got it. Now, like Michael fucking what's his name got it and all that shit. And
Michael Douglas.
Fucking, they took it over. And I'm just sitting there going, it's never... And then doing more reading, there's never been a cure for anything.
When Michael Douglas got cancer, the
Never.
only thing that went through my brain is that Catherine Zeta-Jones will be single again.
Oh, fuck.
That's good news.
Yeah,
I've always liked her a bit.
She's a little long in the tooth.
They've
these
had
days.
vaccines.
They have vaccines.
But never, ever
Never
cured
cure
anything.
for anything?
Never. Ever.
Wait, something that just fixes something? No.
Let me think of that.
Nothing.
No, they've never. Yeah, they didn't cure cancer. They got a vaccine.
But no, there's a
No, for polio, they got a
polio
vaccine.
and stuff is a vaccine.
There's a vaccine, but they didn't get rid of it.
They've got a hepatitis vaccine now for certain
Once you
hepatitis.
get something, that's it.
They might be able to make a cancer vaccine, but there ain't gonna be no. And then it's no. It's so cancer is one of those things we gotta live with for the rest of our life because you could get cancer of the fucking left nostril, nigga. Like, so it's like
they might be able to get a vaccine for like one form of cancer, but
Cancer's
not
it.
for all of it.
cancer's the big daddy, but I put AIDS above it now.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
Do you think AIDS is more prevalent
Absolutely,
than cancer?
because you can, if you got cancer,
No, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
you can at least fuck in your last years.
Oh no, most people go impotent with it.
If you got AIDS, I'm not talking about your dick getting weak. I'm talking about the fact that somebody will or will not fuck you. So if you go, look, I got AIDS and I'm going, well, you going.
Yeah, you're not
But
fucking.
if I got cancer, you go, all right, I'll give you some pussy or I'll fuck you out. You'll fuck a girl missing.
Yeah, but you can fuck her other AIDS people.
Yeah, but who wants to do that?
Gays.
I don't even think fucking people with AIDS want to fuck other people with AIDS. It's just like, yeah, you got AIDS. Fucking guy got AIDS.
And isn't it true? Like, can't you get like a worse type of AIDS?
Like
from somebody?
fucking, like an indignant AIDS, because because you think God
like
is amazing.
you would have lasted fucking 20 years with your AIDS, but the person you've just fucked gave you the AIDS that kills you in like 5 fucking years.
The super AIDS.
Super AIDS, yeah.
Super AIDS.
Like that. I think
That's the
that
new
can
one, right?
happen. So you probably don't want to fuck even if you have AIDS.
Because you could give me the Magic Johnson AIDS right now, and I'd be happy as Larry.
Yeah, that's an easy one, right?
He looks healthier than me.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's got.
He
AIDS.
hasn't got real AIDS.
I don't think
they
he's
said
got AIDS.
they said he doesn't even test positive.
Yeah,
for it anymore.
I think he never had fucking AIDS. To tell you the truth, or HIV.
He'd have to,
I think it was
he
false
got it
test
in like
results.
1990 was when I heard
he
about
got
it.
it when everyone fucking was dropping dead right after they had the diagnosis. Like
Yeah.
they didn't know what to give fucking people.
20 years ago, he
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
he's had AIDS for
1990.
20 years, man.
He never had it. There was a bum fucking test. That's what I say.
And it made him a better businessman.
Because you can test positive. They need to test your blood 4 times. You can't have
Really?
one positive like just by accident. I heard that out as well.
fucking between your tests.
I don't have it. I've told you my theory yesterday.
Yeah, what, you can't get it?
That if I fuck enough sluts, one of them has to call me out of respect.
Oh, right, yeah.
Just eventually.
So, yeah. She would call saying, you gave me AIDS.
Yeah. Because I've had girls tell me that I've given them other things, and then they've gone off and tested themselves, and it turned out they didn't have anything. Like, you ever had that, like, spot on your cock from where, like, a ingrown hair has gone off, and then you're going... Because I think every time I look at my cock, I'm like, oh, is that a herpy? What is that? What's that? You know what I mean? It's just like I've grazed it or something. I'm like, oh, that's fucking, now I'm fucked. And every time it's fine. You know, there's no problem.
So you think you're clean?
I know. I've been tested recently, actually. So I'm pretty, I think I am. But I do go through some panicky times.
Panicky?
The thing is, I was with a friend in South Africa when I got that test, and the doctor said I was 98.9% positive that I didn't have AIDS, even with the 2-month period afterwards.
You don't want to hear 98, though. You want to hear 100 and fucking
100?
And my friend said that just then. He goes, "You got 1.2% AIDS." That was how supportive he was.
What an asshole. I don't know, man. Fucking in Africa is crazy.
Oh, yeah, it's running the gauntlet.
I saw a fucking a porn. This Japanese girl, real porn too. Japanese girl, tourist, went to Africa and just fucked natives raw.
Holy shit.
And let them come in her pussy.
Wow.
It was shocking. I showed it to my girl. She was in fucking panic mode, like,
holy mackerel.
Sitting on straight, and it wasn't even, it was undeveloped.
She must have.
It was like fucking the King Kong natives, nigga. Like,
she must have already had AIDS before she went in there. She wouldn't have gone in.
Maybe.
But Japanese porn, if you watch it, man, they're just sinister.
It's all about degradation.
It's all about rape and tying up. It always starts off
degradation
with like a guy hiding in the bushes. And
yeah.
No.
That's that we lost the war mentality that they have.
But it kills me how unfriendly they are.
Videos and...
Like when I see them in the streets, I just go, I seen your porn.
I know what you're all about.
Stuck up cunts, you fucking. I seen a fucking where they put a meat hat on them and the fucking Gila monster comes and chases them around and shit. It's like they love being. But this one was
wow, that's shocking,
dude. It was I don't even remember how to find it because
but it's such a long flight.
I agree. I
well.
think she had to have AIDS.
And she was just she just thought they had it. All of them had it, and so
I mean, how much money do you make for filming a porn like that?
But it wasn't a money porn. It was a goddamn. She was on a safari and she just fucked natives and let them come in her. Wow. Just
By the way, they did cure the Black Plague, right?
They didn't cure it.
That one didn't cure it either?
No, it just stopped, and they don't. and I think Black Plague came. Bubonic plague was recent.
Yeah.
They killed. It's like Ebola. Ebola's not cured. It's just somewhere, monkey just chilling until he bites you.
Scurvy. A mate of mine got scurvy for the first time in Australian history in over 100 years.
A friend of yours?
A comic called Chris Franklin. Like, he's quite a popular comic in Australia. Got scurvy.
How do you get scurvy?
He just didn't eat any fucking diary. Didn't eat any vitamin C whatsoever. Just lived off beer and cheeseburgers and got fucking scurvy.
That's an old pirate fucking disease.
And what does that mean when you get the scurvy?
Your fucking gums go all to shit and your teeth falling out. It's what the sailors used to get because they were just eating dried meat and bread and stuff.
Right. You look like a fucking pirate.
And that's why the British are called limeys, because they suck the limes out of the thing.
To keep from getting
the scurvy.
Limey.
That's a fucking insult. It's like, you look at you and your clean teeth. Pieces of shit.
Yeah.
God forbid
you know what's
limey.
fucking
Taking
interesting
your
about
vitamins?
Ebola? I saw a special about Ebola. It's better to have Ebola around than AIDS. Because AIDS is like, the thing about AIDS is that motherfuckers look wonderful with it.
Oh yeah, Ebola,
you die.
It's so fast.
It's so fast.
It can't spread too far because it's so fast. Yeah.
So you gotta do is wait.
wait.
Take a bitch on a long date.
Bleed through the when she starts bleeding through the eyeballs.
You bleeding through the ears, bitch. I knew it.
Stay away.
You can't get that Ebola on a plane.
No, it's like Ebola.
They're dying before they get to the fucking airport.
But Ebola you don't get through fucking, is it? It's airborne, isn't it? Or you don't get through fucking?
I don't remember.
That shit is scary.
That disease
Ebola would get you airborne,
That was a scary one, though.
You're going to get it
when we
anyway.
learned about Ebola for the first time, it was scary.
Outbreak, when Ebola was the thing.
Yeah. But then, they finally had to admit that that's a tough scenario. Doesn't spread too quickly.
Yeah, and you notice it's not around.
No, because it was the disease of the time.
But I'm saying
every year
it's not around,
disease.
but fucking cancer and AIDS is still around. Sure. But Ebola's gone.
Let me go to Ray in Winnipeg. Ray,
it's there.
Can't make no money.
What's up, Ray?
Hey, smallpox is the only disease that's been eradicated. People were vaccinated until the disease disappeared.
But it's vaccinated.
Yeah,
not-
but it's vaccinated. It's not cured.
It wasn't cured. If someone has smallpox, they can't cure the person with smallpox.
Well, the vaccine was the cure. It's
No.
You're
That's
not
what
getting
Patricia's
the
trying
point.
to say today.
Vaccines stop it from coming, but it doesn't destroy the disease. The disease exists.
So if you don't get the vaccination for smallpox, it eventually will come back.
It'll get you. It'll
Right.
get you. Just like fucking
Isn't that
chicken pox.
Isn't that what's happening in L.A. with the whooping cough?
I don't.
That shit's
pay
coming
attention.
back.
Yeah, that's some old school bullshit
that we
Yeah, I
thought was
just in
cured,
California.
right?
They got the signs in the parking lots of the pharmacies. Come in for your whooping cough.
Yep.
Wow.
Because they need to use these eggs that they fucking grew all the vaccines in. These $500 million eggs. I'm telling you, fucking.
What's this year's disease that we got to worry about?
Hey guys, I don't want to slam the brakes on this. I just want to do a little callback though. You guys are talking about Lamont and Tonelli.
I guess.
Lamont.
Jeez, I forgot about them already.
I went to school at Lamont. His real name is Todd Freifogel.
You know, I'm sure he's a nice guy. I'm sure Tonelli's a nice guy. I kind of feel bad for him because I think they used to do a talk show and now they have to shut up and play the music and a couple, horseshit bits.
Yeah.
I almost don't even blame them for being hacky. It's the business.
Well, they were hacky when hacky was.
They were? All right, then fuck Lamont and Tonelli. All right, Ray. Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, they
Oh,
never,
this guy's seen the video.
Oh, the video Patricia
Oh,
saw.
they want- okay,
Can we get it up?
interesting.
I want to see it now. Can we get some footage?
Let's
of
go
it?
to Mike in Alabama. Mike?
Hey, yeah, Patrice, I've seen that video you were talking about. You can actually find it on Danny's favorite video site, eFuck.
eFucked.
Yeah, but also,
Oh.
same chick goes into the slums of Japan and just fucks homeless people, too.
That's her thing.
Oh, this shit. Yeah, so
Let's
she's-
see this So she's got to have every disease.
I kind of dig
known
it,
to
though.
man, man.
Isn't
Come on.
now that you know that you'll do anything, aren't you slightly attracted to AG McFucking Jap?
I want to see that Japanese chick fucking just disasters.
As Danny finds that video, let me go to Damon in Cleveland. Damon, what's up?
Hey, my wife works in AIDS research. She's met Magic Johnson. I got an autographed picture with him. He has HIV, but since he's an athlete and the medicines he don't get everyday medicines like everybody else. He gets top-of-the-line stuff.
Hey, are you telling me that-
top of the line stuff
Are you
when he
telling me
fucking
that they're
announced it?
holding back the
Yeah.
proper medicine from other people? Is that
There's two worlds. There's the world of the rich that Anthony live in, and then there's the world of the rest of
So why did Rock Hudson die?
Because they didn't have that
No,
shit.
they didn't have
Shit.
it. That was early. No, but you can't. Pills aren't very expensive to make.
And he was gay, and I think it was a thing,
what?
you know? It was a,
No,
it
no,
was,
no.
it was a gay
When
disease, as they say.
When did Magic Johnson get it? And
You know
when
what?
did fucking...
But think about it. You don't see the really famous people dying of AIDS anymore. 'Cause
Yeah.
They might be getting the good shit.
That's true.
I'm thinking there's really famous people that have the AIDS.
Because we lost Freddie Mercury and we lost
But that was early on when they probably didn't have the good shit.
Denham Elliott.
I kind of like this guy's theory.
No, but I think if that
Who
ever,
was the
if
last
that
really
ever-
famous person to die of AIDS?
Freddie Mercury.
No, there's been one since then.
So that's
Denham Elliott.
Not that we
died
know
of
of, though. Not that is.
Denham Elliott?
Yeah.
Easy
Denham Elliott, yeah.
The guy from the Heat of the Night.
Peter Allen?
No, the black guy, Rollins. Rollins.
Oh,
But I don't think Henry Rollins died of AIDS, man.
Henry Rollins.
No,
Not Henry Rollins.
Yeah.
Who should? Fucking the black dude Rollins from Soldier Story.
But
He was.
it's a good point that it's been a while since a real famous person has died of AIDS.
Because the ones that was dying first was like they thought this was gay guy's disease, so they wasn't really trying to fuck with this disease like that.
But also, a lot of them might keep it
You
secret
gotta
as
think
well.
there's some fucking AIDS in Hollywood, though.
No.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, so why aren't
but-
those guys dying?
Because
people-
now
people are more
everybody
careful.
got AIDS. Like, meaning everyone can get it. Before, it was like, these homos get it.
So you
it was
don't-
like some shit.
You don't like this theory that Magic got the good shit?
No,
Yeah,
I
he got some good shit.
I
He got some
I
good
don't
shit.
believe if that ever came out that the government were holding back good medicine, it'd be a fucking
If it
mutiny.
ever came out, it's like, there's so many things that come
Oh
out that
my
this shitty
God.
government does.
Why is
All
it
right.
pixelated?
Thank you, Damon.
She
I
is
seen it
sitting on a
unpixelated.
giant
That shit
fucking-
is.
She is sitting on a giant African.
Did you have to put the word
schlong.
giant there? Isn't it implied?
Yeah, it should be.
She's having a tough
Why do they
time getting it
pixelate
started.
It's
Huh?
the Asians don't like to have the cock in there. They'll pixelate the dog's cock, but they won't pixelate the shit covered on her face. You know what I mean?
know.
All right.
Tub girl is fine, but pixelate the pubic hair.
Here's the definition. That's right. This chick flies to
Oh, no,
Africa.
there was a condom
and fucks a member of a cannibalistic tribe. Fake, probably, although those AK-47s look relatively real. The amount of effort the Japanese put into their pornos never fails to amaze me. See more videos like this here and here.
Oh, there you go.
What? But there was a condom there, wasn't
They're trying to
No,
say
they threw the condom off.
They're trying to say it's fake.
Yeah, fake.
And it was a cream pie, man.
Oh, look at her. This ain't fake.
That's not fake, man.
Why do you say it's not fake by looking at her face?
Because I seen the whole thing. You see
She's
the
a
whole thing.
disaster.
It's just real. Because they got the girls there too, the women in the tribe.
Yeah,
and she's meeting them, and the kids are like, oogie googie. It's not fake.
Oh yeah,
It's not fake, man.
You can't employ oogie googies. You know?
Oogie googie.
I mean, that was very cleverly done, but I'm telling you, if you watch it, you'll know that the difference between hired little black kids and fucking African kids in the jungle. I mean, I know
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
cannot,
true.
but it's not fucking.
You could have never got the Jackson 5 to play that off, could you? They couldn't have run out.
No, you need
All right,
real
let's-
African kids.
Let's go to Chris. Hey, Chris.
Morning, boys.
What's up?
Patrice, I think you're a little bit wrong. They've cured a couple diseases, namely, say, anthrax is cured by Cipro. Bubonic plague, 1347, actually is cured by antibiotics.
Anthrax is not really a disease. It's a poison, isn't it?
What about spider bites?
The anthrax is a disease. It's an airborne.
Yeah, but they didn't cure it. It's not cured, man.
No, Cipro cures it. You could take Cipro and be cured of it.
Because it's a poison. It's an antidote. That's a different thing. We're talking cancer, AIDS, and the common cold.
But does it matter if we have shit that actually makes it go away, though?
Yeah, I think an
It's like a snake bite.
Is this a technicality, though?
Yeah, it's just trying
We're
to
not
prove a
curing
nigga wrong. It's not.
We're not curing
telling you.
diseases, but we got some shit to make it fucking
malaria,
go
he's
away.
But yeah, I say a snake bite is also a
Malaria
disease.
isn't cured.
That's what he says.
It can be cured, absolutely, with extract from a willow tree.
It's a
You can get cured from
malaria
malaria.
is a poison you get from mosquitoes. You cure that with the fucking actual mosquitoes or the snake poison. That's antidote.
No. Malaria is not a poison. It's caused by a parasite that infects mosquitoes.
Well, I'll have to Google it because I don't believe you.
Google it, big man. You're funny as shit.
Thank you.
All right, let me go to Mike in Columbus. Mike.
Gentlemen, how you doing?
Hey.
Jim Jeffries saw you in Cleveland a couple years ago. Freaking amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, he's a great comic playing Carolines all weekend here in New York. Go ahead, brother.
Absolutely. Hey, I don't know how you guys let this go, but did you guys hear Patrice say about the Ebonic plague? What are they doing? A bunch of dudes sitting around going, let me ask you something, brother.
You know, the best thing for you to do had just been say Ebonic instead of
move
going
on.
on.
And I didn't have a problem with that.
Lesson for you, son.
I didn't have a problem with
Lesson
that
learned.
because earlier on, Patrice said, "Who's Patrice?" I'm more concerned about that one
Yeah.
than him messing up a
Who's
word.
Patrice? What's that?
Yeah, who?
Who's Patrice? What's that?
The Ebonic. Did I say Ebonic plague? That's fucked up. Maybe I was mixing Ebola and Bubonic. It happens, bitch. It happens.
I always hate when people correct you on words like that
I
because
know, it's like,
I do
shut
that all
up.
day. If you understand what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Well, then you got Nick. You know what? You brought up something good with this disease thing, Patrice. Nick on Long Island. Nick.
Hey, guys, what's up?
Oh, and people want Dr. Steve on the phone to. He'll set us straight as far as diseases.
I'm
and
not
if we
believing
cure
that
them.
nigga either. Fuck him. I don't believe none of that shit. They haven't cured a fucking disease.
All right, good point.
Ever.
Nick, what do you got,
People
Nick?
are scared because they want hope that there's going to be cures, but there's not. They're not doing that shit. They take your money and they fucking
They've
buy
cured minor
houses.
diseases like skin conditions are diseases, aren't they? And they've gotten creams and stuff that make them go away. Antibiotics that cure things.
I feel that the government has cured fucking cancer and AIDS a long time ago, but all that shit's so profitable that why they just...
Man.
That's what I'm going to expose on my conspiracy theory
I
show.
don't think.
Shut up.
I don't.
I absolutely believe what this guy said.
Can I ask you, sir, how is cancer profitable?
Patrice on this one.
I absolutely believe
How
what
is
this man
cancer
just said.
profitable?
Medicine, doctors.
Are you fucking kidding me? It's
I'll
keeping
tell
a
you-
lot of people in business.
I'll tell you one of the things
Do you
that
know how
really...
much a fucking chemo machine must cost? $1 million.
I'm a cancer on television.
One of the things that
I'm
really...
a cancer on entertainment.
I kind of believe that a little bit.
Yeah.
What my point of the fact that Ebola is gone.
Yeah.
Is because it's not profitable.
Can I?
So wait a minute. So cancer and AIDS, anything where you can stay alive for years and you have to buy medicine. Same thing with diabetes. Why cure something where you can actually live a long life and have to buy medicine?
Can I say something? You're all wrong.
Who's holding the secret? Fucking the real cure.
Fucking Monsanto, motherfucker.
All right,
Shit.
and so everyone in Monsanto never dies of cancer because they have the cure. Their kids never die of cancer because they have the cure. That's not come out and be exposed some way, shape, or form. They have the cure, but they're not going to give it to their mother and their loved ones.
What you're saying is the same theory that I have about the thing why I don't believe in aliens.
Yeah.
Is that I don't believe in, like, everybody can keep a mass secret like that. Like, but there's something they do within corporations because, for one, subordinates don't question anything. They just do what they're told to fucking do.
But there's got to be the big cheese that knows everything.
It could be.
That would give his mother and his kids
I just want to say one
the
thing.
cure.
Cancer is not profitable in any other country in the free world besides America, because every other country has government-funded health care.
So government, the word funded means that there's money involved. Man.
No, that means that the people are getting free treatment. The people are getting
They're not getting free treatment.
It costs the British government tens of hundreds of thousands.
It doesn't cost the British government anything. It costs the people.
Right, they're
paying taxes. So what they do is that medicine, you put their money in and you got to pay it back in. It's the same shit. It's the same exact shit.
I always get pissed off whenever they go on about, like, someone who smokes. They go, someone who smokes, lung cancer costs £30,000 on average to fix. And he's like, but that cunt's paid out at least $80,000 in taxes on cigarettes.
So he's ahead of the game. Let him smoke.
I reckon let that cunt get the best room with the best lung
it's the
cancer
same thing
bed.
with insurance companies.
Lung cancer bed.
Insurance companies are hoping that they don't have to pay out to most cancer people, or most smokers. So if there's 10 smokers, you go 10 pay $40,000, 3 might get lung cancer, and they get spent $30,000. So everybody, whatever you do the math, somebody's making money, man. It don't. You think fucking free healthcare is because people love other people? Get the fuck out of here. Canada and all these countries, it's all money, man. Cancer's money because you can live.
Let's go to Dr. Steve.
Dr. Steve.
Dr. Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Steve.
How are you?
Patrice, what was your thought for Dr. Steve?
I didn't have no thought for Dr. Steve. I just said it out loud that there's no diseases ever been cured.
In case he wasn't listening. No diseases have ever been cured.
The smallpox guy was actually right. Well, I do want to talk about this cancer thing, but the smallpox virus has been eradicated. There has not been a case
by
of smallpox.
I hear you. See, Steve, you using but he's
hold
saying.
On, is it impossible at this point to get smallpox?
No.
It is impossible to get it in the environment. There hasn't been a single case, and even in unvaccinated people, in X number of years. Here's the problem.
Isn't it in someone's attic, though, maybe?
It's there, though. They eradicated it
somewhere.
Could I make it in a shed?
With vaccines, though, Dr. Steve. They didn't get rid of it.
It's not in the environment. It's not in the environment. There's no smallpox vaccine in the environment.
Okay,
not even in an Indian blanket.
Question. Someone with smallpox no longer had it. That's a cure? Meaning you had smallpox, and then you no longer had smallpox.
Right. But I didn't say they had a cure. I said it's been eradicated.
Oh, no. Lots of things have been eradicated. We're talking about cures.
Yeah.
They've eradicated polio,
So there's never been
haven't
a cure, sir?
They've never cured anybody with smallpox. That's absolutely right. But smallpox still exists, but it's in vials in some...
Can you name a disease that has been cured?
And why are we saving the smallpox? How about we
to
get rid
unleash it?
No, because it's the cure.
Just like you're gonna see kids with giant. You're gonna see kids with the giant polio boots soon again. It'll happen.
But if there's no one around that needs curing, then get rid of the fucking smallpox.
Yeah, but what if the American Indians rise again? How do you get rid of them?
Well,
then you fucking take those people to get the cure.
Oh, yeah.
What?
they're afraid that it was a life form and we should preserve it for knowledge. But what's going to happen is some asshole is going to break one of those vials, and then we're going to have smallpox.
What are we, fucking Star Trek with the Prime Directive? Kill it! Kill it!
Where do they keep these vials? Is there a special place? Where is these?
Well, they're in labs.
Dr. Steve's medicine cabinet.
All over the world. There
it's
isn't
in
this-
Dr. Steve's wine that he fucking sends us.
Dr. Steve, you was going to talk about cancer, you said?
Well,
what a collectible that would be. A vial of smallpox you could show your friends.
That'd be great.
Put it on your mantle.
Like 12 monkeys. You just open it up and
Control your
wave it under the
kids.
guy's nose at the airport.
Yeah.
Clean your room or I'll chuck this
Yes,
at you.
Dr. Steve?
you guys were talking about cancer being profitable, and I work in a cancer center, as you know, and it's certainly the practice of medicine in cancer is not profitable anymore. It hasn't been for some time. Almost all of our cancer centers are heavily subsidized. Now, you could make the argument,
But it's pharmaceuticals. Those are the $1 zillion companies. Because I read somewhere there's a $100 or $1,000 pill, a cancer pill that's like $1,000.
Absolutely right. Now, I will say that the pharmaceutical companies have never once turned us down when we needed chemo for somebody that couldn't afford it, and they've given it to us, okay? So that, number one, shows how much money they're making off everybody else, that they can just give it away in that way. But you could make the argument that the pharmaceutical companies are somehow, they have the cure, and they're just rolling out these things a little bit at a time so that they can make more money off of it. But the competition between these companies is so intense that I cannot believe that if somebody had a quote-unquote cure for cancer, which, by the way, is a bunch of different diseases, that one of these companies wouldn't have just said, fuck the rest of y'all, I'm going to make a killing and, in the short term and go ahead and roll it out. It just,
But don't you think at some point we should, because Jim said it's almost an American thing. When you think that we should just since we're so into democracy in this country, that we just vote on one disease that will cure, and then we go to the next, because all this fucking diseases everywhere else, it ain't winning. Meaning, let's just say cancer is the most important thing, and we just key on cancer as opposed to diabetes. I'll wait. Diabetes will probably be 10th on my list.
No, but isn't there a lot of things, like, even if you're working for these other charities, let's say you're doing a thing for diabetes or you're doing a thing for muscular dystrophy, it's not just about cure, it's about sustaining their life in a better comfort and that type of thing, right? It's also palliative care and all that, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's also money that's being devoted. It's not all going to the cure. That's what I'm saying. All these benefits and all this spending. When you give charity money to cancer, it's not going to the cure, incidentally. It's just maybe better medication.
It'd be nice to see somebody cure anything.
Right.
Anything. Just but it's enough. Enough money, enough fucking for the 45th annual Jerry's Kids.
Yeah, that's never.
And they got 60-year-old people with fucking MS. Like,
I just gave £5,000 to muscular dystrophy.
Did you?
Yeah, I donated the money for one of my shows because I do a 30-minute routine.
You don't expect the kids to lift that. See, because it's money
well, I tell you
in your country, and for us, it's weight.
Because I was doing that. I was doing that story about my friend with muscular dystrophy. I took to the brothel, right? And so I thought I got him on the DVD, and I thought, all right, so I'll give the money from the recording of the DVD from the show from the audience. I'll give that to charity.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So it's a nice little thing. But the thing is, because my mate Dan's in the story, and we're talking about taking him to a brothel. Now Dan can't even lift his eyelids, like he's in a completely vegetated state. Completely vegetated state. And the fucking TV people at Comedy Central are like, can we get a signed release from Dan? And I'm like, no.
That ain't happening.
What are you talking about?
He can't do shit. Oh, my God.
He's that bad, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, Dr.
Was he that
Steve.
bad when you guys got him laid?
Yeah.
You still hang out with him?
Well, when I'm in Australia, you know.
But how do you guys communicate if he can't?
He can still talk, but it's just very muffled and, he's not fucking high-fiving you as you're in the room. You know?
Yeah.
He's lived to be 33 with it. That's pretty old for someone.
That's pretty old for
Yeah.
muscular dystrophy, yeah.
Still alive and kicking. Well, let me rephrase that. Still alive.
I used to work, when I was in Rochester, I used to work with kids with muscular dystrophy. It was rough.
It's a bad one.
I finally had to move on because, they were dying all around us.
Yeah.
It's fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Is there, hey Steve, is there anything that's almost been, right now that's close, very close?
Rickets?
To being cured?
Lymphoma, or leukemia. You know, they've affected quite a few cures of people with leukemia with stem cell transplant or bone marrow transplantation and stuff. So, you know, we're working on it. I mean, survival goes up every year, but you're right, it's a real slow kind of advance.
Rat Spit wants me to ask you about vitamin B17 to fight cancer.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Dr. Steve's just like, all right, whatever. I don't know that shit.
Actually, can I ask you that? My brother thinks that vitamins are a load of bullshit. Are they a load of bullshit? Like, if you take vitamins, is it all placebo effect that you think you're doing good by yourself?
Well, here's the thing. If you have a vitamin deficiency, vitamins are great. I mean, vitamins are just nutrients that our bodies can't make, but they have to have to do their daily, duties and stuff.
And don't they normally they're in our food that we eat? We get enough if you're eating a pretty good, balanced fucking diet. You're all right?
Yeah. Eat a balanced diet. But, we were created inside our environment, and when we ate a balanced diet, we kind of got most of the nutrients that we needed. But balanced diet means different things to different people. My mother-in-law, for example, was watching my kids one weekend, and I came back, and she's sort of nutritionally unsound, and I said, did they eat a balanced diet? And she said, well, they eat 5 pieces of fried bologna. Is that balanced?
Fried bologna?
You married a woman whose mother eats fried bologna? Like fried?
Yes.
Is your wife a bit trailer park, Steve?
Hey, is there any holistic anything that's officially good?
Yeah, man. I mean, look,
throw out a couple of good natural fucking products.
No, but all natural products are bullshit because they get tested, and if they get tested and they work, they become medicine.
That's exactly right. That was what I was going to say, Jim. Very good. There's a lot of things like glucosamine is a great example of something that used to be an quote-unquote alternative medicine, and they tested it, and it actually works for arthritis pain. It works as well as ibuprofen for most people without any of the side effects. And so now, there are very few family practitioners and orthopedists who don't prescribe glucosamine, so it's become mainstream. So once something is proven to work, I mean, we'll use the hell out of it.
But echinacea is bullshit, isn't it?
Echinacea went through a few studies that showed that maybe it decreased the length of time of a common cold by 30%, and then the bigger studies that were done showed that it didn't really do anything.
Shit. Yeah. So apple cider vinegar and fucking all of that stuff is...
If it worked, it would be medicine.
Well, yeah, and it depends on what you're using it for. If you're using it to acidify your urine, then apple cider vinegar works great. But
why would I acidify my urine, sir?
Hang
on. You don't know about that?
My fucking car. Wait a second.
This is where they're going to kill Dr. Steve for giving out too much medical information.
Yeah.
It's like 24 to hunting him down.
Helps to suppress bacterial growth. So a lot of people would normally use cranberry juice because it's a little more palatable than drinking vinegar. But you could drink vinegar to acidify your urine.
To clean your urinary tract out, like with cranberry juice, right? Because I fucked a lot of women who need cranberry juice the next day. I keep it in the house ready to go.
Yeah. Well, that's been...
I'm quick on the thrush as well.
and so how about horse shit like acai berries and acai berries and all that shit is nonsense, right?
Yeah, well, they have nutrients in them. Acai berries have nutrients in them. I've never seen a single study, and that's what, the thing that you have to do is you take 100 people and you give them acai berries, and you take 100 people that look exactly the same and do everything else except they don't take the acai berries, and see if there's any difference in whatever it is that you're studying. And I've never seen a single study that shows that acai berries do anything other than supply you with some B vitamins.
I was going to say, let's break it down, though. It tastes all right, and it's better than eating fucking French fries.
Yeah, but you just don't eat the French fries or the
right there,
berry.
it's healthier for you.
Yeah.
Shit. It might be full of vitamins, but it's all bullshit if people
but
think
it's not a magic
medicine.
fucking cure.
It's all these...
that's why I'm asking. It's got to be a magic magic one out there.
We're all looking for the magic cure.
All these
whether it's a pill
Chinese
or a stupid
medicine
berry.
things, you go to the Chinese doctors or whatever, and they give you a fucking bag of
shit.
sticks. Fucking sticks and
Shit.
And they
shit.
live.
Yeah.
And then you boil it in water and you're meant to drink it. Tastes horrible. And I tried it a couple of times, never fucking worked.
They live a long time, fucking Chinese people, man.
But
Yeah.
They live a long time,
You just
man.
think that because they all look the same and they're just replacing each other.
Going with
There's
the
billions of them.
Going with the Chinese people, Dr. Steve, acupuncture.
Yeah.
Is that horseshit? That's been around for forever, right?
Not horseshit.
I'm asking.
Been around
All right.
for thousands of years. Several decent studies have shown that acupuncture has real effects on the body, and for things like pain, and and some other parameters like that. And it's hard to do a double-blind, placebo-controlled study with acupuncture because how do you give somebody fake acupuncture? And so they're mostly observational studies, but they're pretty good studies.
But that's not a medicine. That's a technique. It's like saying massage. You can't tell it, but you feel better afterwards.
What would you say? What would you say, Dr. Steve, is like where you go? This particular group of doctors is nonsense, like chiropractors or anybody where you go nonsense.
Yeah, there's one called Radionics, and what they do is they have it's just this machine, and it has a bunch of dials on it.
Woohoo!
And,
That's a bit
I don't know a
Scientology.
whole lot about it, but I know they submitted an article to the journal that I edit, and what they had was they had these quotes from this person, and they said it was the discorporate interview that they did with this person. I kept reading this article and reading it, and then I finally realized that what discorporate meant was the person was dead, but they were giving quotes, which means that they had channeled this person to get the quotes from them.
Wow.
Complete horseshit.
John Lennon. I love radiology.
So that one, to me, at least from the basis of that article, is complete horseshit. But, I'm sure there's some radionics person.
Anything that involves chi is bullshit as well.
So you're helping me out right now, Dr. Steve, by there's a lot of crackers out there that I'm sickening because I said something and they was praying that you prove me wrong, but you proved me correct, right, sir?
What's that?
There was no cure ever for anything.
Oh, there is now. Wait a minute now. There was not
You already said it, Steve. You already said it. Don't go back now. Don't be racist now, Steve.
We eradicated smallpox,
but it was not cured. A person with smallpox did not have it, and then the next day a person didn't have it, and then the next day didn't.
But what there must be skin diseases that have been cured.
But if you have a cure for it, you know what I mean? It's like
Sorry.
a technicality, this Patrice O'Neill. Like, if you have a disease and they definitely have a medicine that is guaranteed to cure it 100%, what are we talking about then?
We're talking about curing. We're saying but smallpox still somewhere could pop up somehow.
No, well, only if it comes out of the lab.
And if you have it, you can't then just get rid of it, can you?
Yeah, that's the thing.
And where's
not cured.
Where's
what we're saying.
Ebola? Where's Ebola at? It's just gone right now, but it could come back because it wasn't cured. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Steve. Appreciate it. Can you hang up on him over there? Thanks, Dr. Steve. Thanks for calling, man. Appreciate it. Nice talking to you, sir.
Fucking Patrice.
Make your point.
God
Fucking
bless you.
leave.
Anything else, Steve?
No, it's Weird Medicine this weekend, midnight after the Sam and Dave.
All right.
Very good. Thank you, Dr. Steve.
Have a good weekend, brother.
I like Dr. Steve.
Talk to you.
Dr. Steve is great, and Jimmy does the best impression of Dr. Steve.
I only met him
All
yesterday.
right. You know what? Why do we hang up on Dr. Steve when this phone call is sitting by? I got it now.
I'll field it.
Well, call Dr. Steve, though, back, because now I need to know if this is possible. Chris, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to ask a question, Dr. Steve. I had a friend tell me one time he used to eat a lot of vitamin C, and his girlfriend used to get a lot of sore throats. One night they were having sex, and he had pain in her mouth, and she swallowed it, and it instantly cured her sore throat as a cat of sex.
Instantly.
Do we really need to call Dr. Steve on this?
But you see,
vitamin cum.
You see what the problem with that is? This is just what Dr. Steve was saying. You'd have to have 100 people who had too much vitamin C come into an infected girl's mouth. And 100 normal guys come into a girl's mouth.
Hold on.
That's the only way you can tell.
Dr. Steve's trying to get to work, but Dr. Steve, did you hear that last phone call?
No, they were.
Yeah, why would you listen to our show? Chris, why don't you explain to Dr. Steve? He's on the line.
Hey, Dr. Steve. I had a friend one time, and he told me that he used to eat a lot of vitamin C. And he was having sex with his girlfriend one time. It came in her mouth, and it instantly cured her
throat infection.
Throat. I want to know if that's true. Can that happen?
Well, dude, I wasn't there, but he said it instantly did what?
Cured her sore throat.
Oh,
no, I'm not staying.
Fuck off, that's bullshit.
Fuck off this bullshit. There you go.
Oh.
If he was splooging penicillin, maybe, but vitamin C isn't a cure for strep throat in the first place. So.
And maybe just his cock just bashed the back of the disease out.
Yeah, she could have had like an abscess in her tonsil, and he popped it with his.
Wow. So from now on, that's not could have. That's what happened.
Jesus, man.
Oh
my God.
And then it felt better.
All right.
Thank you for that tidbit of information, Dr. Steve.
Dr. Steve, what shitty breakfast are you eating this morning?
I'm skipping breakfast this morning, but I'll eat a hearty lunch.
But breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Every doctor should know that.
Well, do as I say.
Saying not what I do. I learned that personally when I was calling up with a heart-to-heart talk with Dr. Steve about my heart and how to keep it healthy, and he's ordering fucking fast food. I'm not gonna let you live that one down there, sir. It was a number 2, you said?
I was hoping you'd get off the phone before I had to order.
Yeah.
He's a typical doctor. These guys know what this shit does to their bodies, but they don't.
9 out of 10 doctors smoke Lucky Strike cigarettes.
Yeah, why are you
It's smooth on the throat?
Why are you doctors like that?
Well, I'll tell you, in my case, it really is a matter of time. I'm too fucking lazy to pack my own lunch, and then I get behind, and I've got 5 minutes to eat, and there's Chick-fil-A or Hardee's right there.
Dr. Steve, when I remember in university, the med students were always at the parties. They would be always on ecstasy and coke. Were you a drug taker when you were younger, or if you don't want to own up to that, when you went to university or college, as they call it over here, were all the other med students on drugs?
We had several people who I knew personally that liked to imbibe in recreational substances. I'll tell you one thing, Jim. What we did in ear, nose, and throat lab was we would practice on each other, taking the fiber optics and putting it down our nose and looking at each other's vocal cords, right?
Sure, I've had that done. I had nodges on my vocal cords. I've had that done.
Yeah, so we had this lab where you had to do that. It was one of the requirements. Well, they had this blue solution that you would put on cotton and you jam it up each other's noses and to numb it up. Well, we didn't know it was pharmaceutical-grade cocaine.
Oh, yeah.
And by the end of the day, after jamming 10 or 15 of these cotton pledgets up each other's nose, we were wondering why rounds all of a sudden was much more fun than it ever had.
I bet you there was a lot of cocky med students that day just walk around going, yeah, I'll get a fucking doctorate by the end of the year.
But we had people in our class that after one use of pharmaceutical-grade cocaine were plotting how they could break into the lab and steal the stuff. So that's how powerful a drug that stuff.
What would that stuff be called chemically if I was to find it somewhere and purchase it? What would that be called?
It was something like methyl ergoconate or something like that. It was a really weird. And it wasn't its actual name. It was sort of a pseudo trade name for it, and I can't remember it now. But it had another name. It didn't say pharmaceutical grade cocaine on the label.
Cocaine.
Oh my God, Danny just found the best website.
Pharmaceutical cocaine.
I haven't heard a word you've said in the last 5 minutes.
It's a hysterical site.
Yeah.
All right, Dr. Steve, go to work.
Yeah.
Help people, cure people.
Help
Dr.
people,
Steve.
and you eat shitty.
All right,
later.
All right, Dr. Steve, everyone.
He so took that coke at college with the rest of them, didn't he?
Why did he say it like cocaine?
Cocaine.
He goes, we took some cocaine.
He was trying
if you want to stay out, you gotta take her out.
He was trying to be clinical.
Cocaine.
He was trying to make it sound clinical.
Heroin. But he pronounced acai berries correctly.
This site is great.
God.
It's marriage before and after pictures of these girls. How long are they different lengths of
this
time?
is genius.
I don't know. It doesn't say. It's just basically 2 pictures.
Oh, this is great. It's like awkward family photos, but nasty.
Yeah, look at that.
I'll go back to the top. Hang
Go
on.
to the top.
What
There's
website is this on?
It's not like a whole site of it. It's just like a feature. So
This is so genius, man.
But girls can't put them up themselves. This must be ex-husbands or just friends. Anyway,
whatever. Look at there's the blonde. She's to the right.
She looks great.
She's skinny, nice,
Beautiful.
whatever. You got blonde.
You'd marry that?
There she is. She's
Go back a second.
and fat.
Oh my God! Oh shit!
She got fat.
Holy shitty shit!
She's all skinny.
This
and
is
fucking-
amazing.
Oh, what
Okay, next one.
happened?
Let's get going.
Next one.
This is the greatest.
Wow.
Okay.
What are we looking at? A brunette?
Yeah, very
she's
nice
lovely.
full bead.
Very,
Yeah. She's wearing like a formal
pretty
dress.
girl.
Very smooth.
Oh my God.
Smooth
Yeah,
skin.
nice. All right, let's
Oh my
see.
God.
What's she turn into?
Go ahead.
All right.
She's a fucking. It's not as fucking egregious as the first one.
No, she's
but
not
it's
as
bad.
You know what she just
Because she's
looks
still
like?
fuckable. She's a cutie pie.
She just looks like a bird. That bird's had a kid.
Look, she looked great though before, and she's.
Hey, something's going on in the marriage because the guy looks like shit.
Yeah, the both of them are
We gotta
indulged.
keep
having some tough times.
We got to keep it fair. The guy looks like shit.
Damn.
too.
All right, next.
All right, let's do that.
Oh, shit. She can't be fucked up. No, that can't
She's got
change.
tiny little fucking shorts.
She's
on.
wearing little Daisy
This
Dukes.
girl's
She's got
naturally
the
thin.
shoulder, little white shirt with a belly showing.
Right.
This is so great because somebody ruined her.
She looks hot.
Really hot.
Somebody's
Yeah.
ruined her.
No, I don't even want to know that it's gone wrong.
No. Okay, let's see.
But she's trying. And here's her patheticness. Here's the difference too between the other chick. I don't think she was trying to still hang on.
Yeah.
This one's still trying her best.
She's trying to wear sexy clothes.
Yes,
and she's
and
got a
it's
little
No, I don't
perky
even. Hang on, I don't think that's the same person.
She cut all her
It
hair
is.
off and put a little dye in it.
Look at her face. It is.
It's the same fucking girl.
no.
Same smile.
Imagine if
Same
that was your
girl.
bird and it went to that one.
Fuck
All right, let's
that.
go to one more.
I would like a pre-picture of Gundula.
No,
Okay,
no,
look at this.
No.
Looks like a little sorority girl showing off her belly.
belly ring.
Just
She's
hanging
fucking
out.
got abs.
She's got abs. Yeah.
She's got
Nice.
sweatpants on.
blonde hair. She looks like what's her name? The actress girl.
She looks a bit
that was,
Jessica Simpson-y.
Yeah, Jessica Simpson.
A little bit,
Nice,
with no
fucking
tits.
silky looking blonde hair.
Yeah.
Bit thinner than Jessica Simpson.
Wow. Yeah. Look at that. All right. Nice.
She's drugged out.
Which
What?
one?
Oh my
Which
God!
one?
On the
one?
right.
I think they're trying to say
No, come on.
fat
That could be the first one
Come
we got
on,
to
come
say
on.
fucking no way.
No, no.
Come on.
No.
How do
No,
we?
no.
I don't know.
Might be.
Oh shit.
But
Wait a minute. Look at the nose. Wait, it might
Yeah,
be.
that-
It might
oh
be.
my God.
That is her.
That's the worst of them all.
I think she ate her husband.
holy shit, she's fucking.
That is
as big
the
as a
worst.
house.
That's the worst fall off.
Like
of them all.
she went from an 8 to a 9 to a 1.
right.
Yeah. 8 to 9. Yeah. And she's down to a 1.
Yeah, she's down to 1.
Oh my God!
No,
Explain
no.
this
Wow.
one.
You know what though?
This girl has full D's.
Big.
No, bigger than that.
She's,
Very
haggard,
good
she's haggard right now.
No,
No
I
way,
I
man.
fancy her more than the other one.
She's wearing a little mini skirt,
You
denim
could
mini
tit wank
skirt.
that the
She's got
very short.
full D's. Really.
You don't think she's haggard though? Can you see this
No.
picture? I don't think you can see this picture right.
Yeah, I see it.
I see it.
Yeah,
Maybe
you know what?
Maybe the start of the Haggard.
She's still right at the
She's-
beginning. She's right at the beginning.
You could still save her in that picture.
She'd be a good one.
She's actually
She'd be
my
a good one.
favourite out of all of them.
Yeah,
that would be
let's
the one I
see.
want to bang the most.
Okay, here we go. Oh,
Which one's that?
No,
It's
she's
the one
all
on the
right.
left.
Is she all right? Really?
She's fatty.
She looks younger and fatter. She looks older in the other
No,
picture.
but you can't tell how old fat people is. That's one of the privileges of being fat. Like they're just gone to shit. It just doesn't. It's like their age doesn't matter anymore.
Oh my
Wow, Jesus.
All right.
Everyone wants to know what the site's
Her
called,
friend is
Danny.
it.
What site is it on?
Well, it's on a site called OMG Soy Sauce, but
Oh, Danny finds the best sites. OMG soy sauce.
but I'll tiny URL it and get it out there for.
Is there any more? Is there another page?
No, there was only 10 pair.
Man,
Fuck,
10,
someone.
I could look at those. I could look
All
at hundreds
day.
of pages
All
of that.
day.
All day I would sit there scrolling through
It's
those.
just
and go, and go,
diabolical.
oh.
Look what happened to you.
Oh.
I'm a big fan of that awkward family photos one. But I know it's not funny. I watch that. Look at that all the time.
It's fucking great.
There's just something nice and creepy about it. I like hot chicks with douchebags. That's another one of my favourite. Awkward boners. There's a good
that's
site.
a fun one. Yeah.
We've done awkward boners. We've done that one.
Funny
What's that one? What's that one?
Awkward boners.
Just like, you know when you got an erection and you're just trying to act like you don't have an erection.
Oh, okay.
Like that guy has no idea that it's...
No, that guy did. He was posing a bit.
Just Buzz Lightyear, a guy in a Buzz Lightyear suit.
Nah, that's just a package. That's not an erection. That's awkward.
Guy in a bunny
the
suit.
The guy in the bunny suit's awkward.
He's got a boner. There's a fucking guy at a bar with a big boner. Boner.
You ever see the guy? It's this little kid. And he's online somewhere to like get drinks, and it's like obviously some summer scene because there's two girls in front of him with bikinis, and he just has a huge rod in his little swimmy trunks. I'm gonna have to find it real quick.
This is
because
the thing.
It's too goddamn good.
When we were kids, if I had
more of those pictures, I'm fucking hooked.
If I had a photo like that when I was a kid of a picture of me with a bone, tear it up, lost, gone forever.
Gone. Now
it's in history. Forevermore.
Always there. Oh my God, get out of here.
Yeah, that one's good because he's got the arms all awkward and he obviously fancies those chicks and he's in his shorts and he's got a little fucking Woody going on.
How could he have that? That looks like it's blowing up or something.
Nah.
You thought I was kidding at the beginning of the show?
I love it.
You thought I was kidding?
All
right.
Patrice will be at Foxwoods next weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. A new contract. We go from 6 to 10, and unless they want to pay me a little more, that's it for me.
All right.
I don't know what they do after this. 10 o'clock. I'm done. I ain't fucking around. Jim Jeffries will be at Caroline's the rest of the weekend.
Are we all done? Okay, good. No, I'm off to bed. Excellent. Caroline's all weekend. Please come down.
Yeah, hurry up because we got 20 seconds left, and then we filled our
obligation.
Our obligation for today.
Oh my God.
What? No, Mick Foley was fucking scheduled for 10. I don't know what to tell him.
So Mick Foley showed up, and we just got to leave.
God damn it.
Listen to the first hour of the show. I'm not fucking around anymore.
All right.
God, love you.
See,
Our new contract, 6 to 10. It's 10 o'clock. Have a great weekend.
I'll see you guys next year.